everybody know who I want next. I want Terrence Crawford next.
You're going to make that happen?
Huh?
You're going to make that happen?
Oh, definitely. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm going to get these straps and I'm going to go over there and take his shit too.
All right. Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this evening.
Thank you, man. Now, strap season, y'all know what time it is, baby. Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
All right.
I'm not catching fades anymore. Gotta keep my hands clean when they come for the board. Keep it smooth like a dawn, making moves in the dark. Cause I learned how to swim in the pool full of sharks. Now they coaches, cause they can't read all his motions. How the kid never switched codes, but he codes with focus. Staring down your team with a frozen, ice cold look that could end the summer solstice. Cause I'm more like the top dog. Keep on running game and the gang will accost y'all. I be calling plays from a plane while I'm off court. But we ain't the same, you a lame, I'm a mob star. Actually, I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athletes. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. With my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pull strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode. I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God five, I'm the kingpin. They know I'm a dog and a beast, man. Yeah, I keep the peace with a piece, man. I ain't got no time for a piece, man. Why would I respond to a pawn? I'm the... Hold up.
If I let my dogs off the leash, then you might want to get out of Dodge by the evening. Honestly, think it's not the blood and the beef. If they don't leave anything behind at the evening.
I can see you soft, ever thought about retreating. If you never have, then they'll give you a reason. Better watch your tone, lose your bass when you speaking. Underneath the mask is the wrath of a beast. When you learn how to smile in their face, then go cutthroat. Then they wanna call you a con when the blood cold. I remember starving while y'all had a truckload. Now I'm with the mob with the call and the gusto. I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athletes. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. With my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pull strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode. I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God five, I'm the kingpin.
Is going on. It's like, man, it's like every time I look up, man, they won't let me rest. They won't let me rest. There's always some popping news that's going on. I'm supposed to be doing some homework today. I said there wasn't going to be no live today. Then I look up at the news, and what do I see? I see the former undisputed champion at 154, arrested for running away from the what? A police. Running away from the police. I'm like, bro, what is going on with Jermall Charlo? Now, once you make it, this said, what's going on, Debo the God? He says Charlo is an alcoholic. He's something. He's something. I mean, it's really fucking embarrassing right now. Once you when you ain't got nothing going on, yeah, tell your ass. So people don't know who you are. Go ahead and tear your ass up. Go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying? But once you make it, that is not the time to tear your ass up. You know what I'm saying? You was careful all this time to hide who you are. There was an occasional times here and there, where everybody knew you was a little wild. Everybody got a little wildness in them. Pull kind of box. Y'all know I got some wildness in me now. You know what I mean? I come on here, y'all. I mean, I'm older now. But everybody got a little wildness in them. You know what I'm saying? But that's what make fighters, right? They got that little untamed side, and I love the fact that Jermall Charlo was a wild boy. But goddamn, bro, you done made it. You know what I'm saying? You was undisputed champion at 154. Now I understand that you've been doing this shit all your life. That you've been hiding, this part of yourself, and now you figure you done got the big fight with Canelo, went up there and made an ass of yourself. You done went up there and got your biggest fight for the biggest amount of money that you ever made. So okay, you said, well, shit, what I'm saying, I'm not gonna win this, so I'm just gonna go out there and survive. Now that pissed me off because I'm thinking, he ducked you at 154, so now you're gonna go out there, you're gonna really show why he ducked you. It's okay. I got embarrassed on that shit. You know, it's just what is going on in boxing. It's like these motherfuckers don't have no pride whatsoever. They get to a certain point and then they just start crashing. It's like, where is the discipline? I mean, obviously you got more discipline than the average Joe because you became undisputed. Now, is there a point where you can't go beyond? I'm thinking shit. I mean, you beating all these guys to become undisputed. That takes a tremendous amount of discipline. That takes a tremendous amount of courage. So what happened? What is going on? I mean, were you drinking the entire time? I mean, I don't know if it's alcohol. I don't know if it's emotional instability. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, I know you was always kind of half crazy, but that's why I liked you. You know what I'm saying? But then all of a sudden, it's like all of a sudden now you're out of goddamn control now that you've made some money and you don't give a damn about nothing. So what is different? What has happened in Jermall Charlo's life that made him this way, where everything is just coming apart? Um, you got a brother. Um, I mean, what's going on, bro? Every time we turn around, you going through some shit. You're going through some shit. You know what I'm saying? This is not a session just to go in on Jermall Charlo. I'm just trying to figure out how a man who has everything, you know what I'm saying, just let everything just, fall apart. Now you've made your legacy. Is that all you want? You know what I'm saying? You just wanted your name in the books. You got that. But you gotta protect it, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta protect your legacy, bro. You can't go out like some of them dudes in the 70s on crack and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even though you can't tarnish what you've done, you can't really do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you was undisputed, you made good. But I want to see you exit on your way out. You know what I'm saying? In a favorable manner as a champion, because you are one of our. Jermall Charlo is one of our great champions, bro. And a lot of people don't agree with that because they don't like the twins. You know what I'm saying? But if you think about it, when you think about boxers in their lives, they always come from a very uh a very um a bad background, I would say, or a traumatic background, which makes them great fighters. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have shoes. They had to eat spaghettios and shit. You know what I'm saying? Most of their life and shit, or what I'm saying, they grew up eating green beans in the can, or something that made them tough. That look at life, to make them want to discipline themselves to where they wanted to become great. Something, you know what I'm saying? The nigga had to, you know what I'm saying, had to wear hand-me-downs or some shit that just a chip on their shoulder against the world. Something that just made them crazy, where they just wanted to get in that gym and work on these damn boxing skills so they could be the best at one point in their life. Now, when they no longer have that and they get rich, you know what I'm saying? Now it's like they don't know what their identity is, right? Because they're a rich nigga now and they got houses. They don't have to eat green beans no more. They're not hungry no more. And it's like, bro, what are you doing? Like running from the police. getting arrested, beating up people, and all this kind of shit. You didn't do it before, or was it just you were lucky? I don't know. I mean, I'm a Jamil and Jamal Charlo fan. I really am. It don't sound like it, but I gotta call it what it is, bro. I gotta call it out for what it is. We be fucking up, man, when we get successful. We get successful and we stop fucking up everything that we ever built. Why? It's like some kind of inner self-destruction type shit. And I'm just like, bro, man, I mean, we got to go back to Floyd Mayweather. I mean, Floyd Mayweather's still doing his thing. It's like, damn, is he going to be the only sterling example of black excellence? And he's shady as shit. He don't really have a great character. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these fighters don't have great character, but they hide it. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to hear about you getting arrested, bro. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to hear about you beating up on people. You know what I'm saying? Because we think, we're boxing fans and we want to keep that professional identity of you, so your reputation, say, hey man, Jermall Charlo, saying he became undisputed. Okay, he went on out. You know what I'm saying? And that he's gonna go to the Hall of Fame. That's all we want to know. We don't want to know about you beating up, whoever. But we don't want to hear about you getting arrested. So why can't you do like Sean Porter, nigga? Just sit back and commentate on a few things and say, man, I'm done. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Because look, right now it just looked like Jermall Charlo is out of control. And Jamal don't even look like he want to fight no more. So I'm just trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Aerosmith Jr., what's going on with Dallas? I mean, y'all couldn't handle the spotlight, or you couldn't handle the pressure of being stars, right? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Because I don't get it. You started late, not Jamel or Jamal. I'm talking about Aerosmith Jr. and people like that. Once they got the spotlight on, everything just fell apart, bro. It's like y'all just stopped trying. It's like you know, the money really changes fighters. Their hunger. They start thinking about doing other things besides boxing, the things that made them successful. And it's just hard to believe that a few months can make a difference. You grab a big paycheck from Canelo, and now it's just like fuck everything else that I've built, right? You just try to put yourself in those shoes, and I can't say, what I'm saying, what how would you handle that? Say you get a check for however millions he got, and now you thinking shit, I'm on a whole nother level. I'm super nigga. I'm super nigga, and so I'm just gonna piss on the sidewalk. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna drink in public. I'm just gonna fucking slap every motherfucker that look at me crazy. So I'm just trying to like, why stop being disciplined? Say be half disciplined. Just keep your reputation up, bro. Why run from the police and get arrested? You know your name. You know you are somebody. So why would you do that, bro? Especially in Dallas or Houston, wherever he got arrested. People know you, bro, and it's gonna hit the papers, bro. And I'm just like, you got fights that you could make. You got more millions you can make. If it's not about the money, what's going on? I'm just trying to figure it out. Somebody, please, in the chat, please tell me what is. I mean, even if you're drunk, go home, take your ass to sleep. Don't be out there where people you could get into it with folks because folks don't like you, bro. They don't like you and your brother because y'all are alive, y'all are kind of rude, and you're kind of assholes. You know what I'm saying? So you don't really need to be mingling with regular folk because these niggas in Houston will deal with you. People in Dallas will deal with you. People in Atlanta will deal with you. They're not fighting, bro. They're not boxing you. So you can't run around here like you in a when you come, you can't bring boxing to the real world, is what I'm saying. You still got to remember where you are. Houston. I know you was raised in Houston, but these people are not boxing you, bro. You or your brother or anybody who go for bad. You know what I'm saying? These people are not putting on no gloves. Especially these kids today. They're not taking no L's, bro. So the police definitely ain't playing with you. And you should know this. You know what I'm saying? If you're a late millennium, a millennial, like the Charlos or Aerosmith Jr., you should know better. I mean, I have to absolve all of the young kids and everything because they kind of don't know because we didn't really teach the millennials really didn't teach them the game about what was going on. So they live in a la fantasy world where the police supposed to be working for everybody. No, nigga, no. It's still the slave patrol, bro. You know what I'm saying? And people my age, they know better. They know better. I'm just kind of fucking tired of these idiots messing up their legacies. You got it, bro. You made it. You made it. So what is going on, bro, with you and your brother? It's this weird self-destruction. It's like a curse. I'm just like, I'm just sad, man. Just sad for my brother because I know he put in the work. It ain't me. But at the same time, you got everybody believing in lions only. You know what I'm saying? But what is it, a drunk lion? What's going on? Let me I've been ranting and shit. What's going on, 2 cents? What's happening with you?
What's going on, boy? I ain't mean to interrupt your rant.
Oh, I had to go get me some old English 800. I had to kick it old school. I was like, I seen this shit. I was like, hell no.
That's
I
what
was
I
like,
said. Come on, man.
hmm.
Why they think they can run from the police though? Like, where you going?
I mean, just like Jared. Well, I forgive Jared Anderson because he's 24. He's a young guy, so he's gonna tear his ass a little bit. He's gonna tear his ass a little bit because he's still going through the growing pains. And you know, you said talking about the LDBC need to bond them out, bro. The LDB man, y'all don't understand the significance of the LDBC. You know what I'm saying? They were on this motherfucker when people was truly racist. Y'all don't understand, bro. It's deeper than who they support. When I was on here, I was on this bitch in 2009, 2010. You couldn't come on this motherfucker as a black channel without motherfuckers calling you all kind of in, and they wouldn't even let you get out your message. We couldn't have channels like this. And I saw 78 with the Lions Den, and they were having debates, and brothers were going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And it was a beautiful thing because we couldn't have no channels without people coming in, all these race baiters coming in here that would drown us out. You don't understand the LDBC. See, you came up during a time where people can say what they want to say, but back then it wasn't like that, bro. People would drown you out with the BS. The trolls was ridiculous, and the LDBC made it so that black channels can come on and say what they need to say without all these folks coming in here crashing your system and trolling you and putting all kind of stuff. So you got to put some respect on the LDBC, bro.
And
You know what
that's
I'm saying?
crazy you say that. I just got blocked and kicked out of a LDBC panel chat or
Yeah,
whatever you
but
want to call it.
everybody who claim LDBC isn't LDBC because you got just like you got in everything else when you start a movement, you got people who attach themselves that'll fuck niggas. You know what I'm saying? And this is not me defending the LDBC. I just see when you have a movement and people will claim to be something just to wreck the reputation. That's how big the
Mm.
LDBC got. Just because people didn't like them, they would start channels just to crash their reputation. That's how big they got because people are afraid of the support of the LDBC. So they start running their reputation into the mud. And all it is 78 just supporting black channels, right? So I haven't been officially been invited to the LDBC. I just support what they do. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how it started, and I saw what happened. I was here when this racist internet was here, and you couldn't. I was doing my own channel, and people would just crash my shit, man. Be like, you spear chucking whatever. It'd be all in the comments. It wouldn't be all these people here that's just respectful and all this kind of stuff. And no, but you go to the LDBC, you can say what you got to say. You can talk boxing and everything. So put some respect on the LDBC name, man. I mean, it has developed. The more people you bring in, you can't control those people. You know, you got people who got law degrees. You got people who from all walks of life, from what I'm saying, the janitor to lawyers and doctors up in there. So you don't know who you're talking to. But then you got some fake people who want to paint the whole movement as just a black supremacist type movement, but that's not what it is. But people want to mischaracterize it because they support black fighters. What's wrong with that? White people they support white fighters. Why can't we? It's only a problem when we support our fighters. I don't care, bro. I mean, I support our fighters. So what's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? I support other fighters too, but coming from my era, you supported your own. You wanted to see somebody look like you become a champion, and because of it's boxing, we have a lot of champions, right? Starting with Muhammad Ali or Jack Johnson, if you want to go way back. We got a proud heritage. Don't let people make you hate your own kind just because you support black folks. That's all I'm saying. People shy away from race, but that's all boxing is. Y'all need to understand that. You know what I'm saying? The Irish wanted to see an Irishman become a champion. The Italians wanted to see Rocky Marciano. You know what I'm saying? The blacks wanted to see Joe Louis, Jack Johnson. You know what I'm saying? That's what boxing is. Y'all getting away from that because y'all don't know nothing about that. You see what I'm saying? Boxing has always been about race and stuff and about seeing somebody who look like you go out there and become the greatest. You know what I'm saying? And because it's a systematic thing, you know what I'm saying? They do not want us to be the face of that, especially in the heavyweight division. You don't lose sight of that. You know what I'm saying? We do not teach this message or bring it down to the younger folks. Y'all keep thinking that things are kumbaya, that things are not about race. They have pulled the wool over your eyes. You see what I'm saying? So, I don't preach like this a lot, but that's because people just don't understand. You know what I'm saying? They be, oh, you're always talking about race. I don't care about that shit, bro. I am before that. You know what I'm saying? You can say that shit to your generation, but I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it for 40 years. You know what I'm saying? They can say kumbaya all you want, but you better stick with your people. I'm just telling you. They may hit me with a copyright, but you better stick with your people because those people, other people don't give a shit about you. I'm just letting you know. So, but we're gonna get back on track. Jeff R he says, "Pool salute in chat." What's going on, Pedro? And we have a lot in common with the Mexicans and the minorities. You know what I'm saying? Because they going through the same shit. You know what I'm saying? They're going through the same thing. We have more in common with the Chinese. We have more in common with the Mexicans than we do any other people. You know what I'm saying? Because they going through the same thing. The Irish had their chance before they opened up the gates to the Irish or the Italians. They was the or the I can't even say the other words because they so powerful. They had you kicked up off here. You know what I'm saying? 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? I can't even say the other people. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it confused. It's right there in your face. It's just people try to make it where you can't say these things today. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you that shit is still real. Pedro says money doesn't bring happiness. He said you must look to Yahshua for true happiness. Whatever you got to look for, bro, you find it. And if it brings you peace, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy for you. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. He says, Javian 1007 says, what they do outside the ring is none of my business. You know what I'm saying? Well, why even make that comment? You know what I'm saying? If that's what it is. He says, some motherfuckers just can't get out of their own way. I'm saying, and the thing is, too, since I want so much for him. You know what I'm saying? I want him to have at least one more victory over Terrence Crawford or at least battle that dude. You know what I'm saying? But it's like they can't keep the discipline to stay in the gym to get themselves together to make a major mega fight. It's like they've lost their way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what is going on? It's like their careers are going off the rails. Um, and I know life happens. I know life happens. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody every day is gonna be a good or so you're gonna go have highs and lows and everything. But bro, I mean, when you go out the way to get in trouble with the law, that's doing too much. You got to sit your ass in your mansion. You got a mansion, bro. You got a nice life. I mean, I don't know what's going on with his old lady or nothing like that. Like my man said, that's none of my business, right? But he's been successful to a certain point. Whatever he was doing before when he was winning, he needs to get back to that. Whoever he got in his life right now, he need to cut those outside influences that's got him drinking or partying or whatever it is. He need to cut that out and get back so he can win a couple of more fights, and not just for my sake, for his sake, so he don't be going down this path. Because I've seen too many fighters, Sweet Pea, um, Roy Jones Jr., with the party and just smoking and drinking, and it just took them right out of contention of being champions. It's sad. That's right, Debo the God. It's sad. Pedro Torres says Floyd is not anyone to be looking up to. That's right. He says anybody that buys millions-dollar watches doesn't have his priorities right. You know what I'm saying? But he could do that. He could get away with that because could you imagine making so much money that you could be irresponsible? You know, I mean, there's a lot of poor people that buy pay-per-views. He don't have that kind of sense. He's a hood nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's hood fabulous. He's hood fabulous. You know what I'm saying? So even though he's rich, and see, Floyd was influenced when he went to live with those white people, you know what I'm saying, when he started training. So he's mentally, caught up, you know what I'm saying, in the way he was raised in his environment. So he's hood fabulous, but he got white people dreams, you know what I'm saying? And it's like it's kind of fascinating, really, if you look at the dynamic, because he probably, what I'm saying, he probably like really trusts white folks. So I don't know. I can't say that because he did hire Jay Prince. He do hire a lot of black people. I can't say that. But I mean, I really don't know Floyd personally, but I'm just looking at how he moves. And he moves like a damn ghetto drug dealer, you know what I'm saying, from the 80s or some shit, you know what I'm saying, where he's just got to be high in profile and got to be flashy, but he don't really dress like that though. I mean, it's so contradictory, you know what I'm saying, because he's not the dude that, I mean, he be matching, but you know what I'm saying, I mean, besides the rose, what is that called? That car called Tucson? The Magito, the
The
Magatti.
McLaren, a
The
Bugatti.
Yeah, besides doing all that kind of shit, he just seems like a normal cat because he always just wearing like sweatsuits or something like that. He don't be like wearing he some every now and then you see him wearing like some riding boots or some fashion shit. He's just weird. He don't know what to do outside of, but he's a fighter. That's all he knows. All his fight. He can set the trend in fighting, but in real life he don't know how to live. You know what I'm saying? So he's trying to find his way.
Yeah,
And when
it's a lot of athletes like that. They don't, they've been athletes their whole life,
hmm
especially if they
and
real good. They've been having things handed to them, getting away with everything, getting the pass for everything. They never have the opportunity to grow up for real.
yeah, and like you said, it's almost like Michael Jackson. Like he never had a childhood, so when he got older, what the hell did he do? He went and brought some shit called Wonderland, and he's trying to relive his childhood. And everybody like, what the hell, nigga? You got damn near billions of dollars. You done brought the Beatles. You can't even. We won't even let the Beatles have their damn music. God damn it! You got every goddamn. You was this genius ass businessman, but then here you go buying goddamn Wonderland. So I think I truly believe that some people, when you that smart, you just crazy. You're just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because they do crazy shit, and this is an example of crazy shit. Jermall Charlo getting arrested after crash. So did he crash because he was drunk? You know what I'm saying? Bro, you just beat up somebody. You just beat
Wait,
up
no, this is the
somebody.
big one. This is the big one.
hmm The big one.
The big one. The small one, the one that beat up somebody.
Yeah, this is Jamel. Oh, this Jamal. God damn it. I'm going in on damn Jamel. And this Jamal. God damn it. I keep getting the motherfuckers mixed up. See,
Yeah, this
Jamal,
Jamal.
Jamal, Jamal is the chill one. Jamal
Yeah,
is the reasonable twin. You know what I'm saying? He's the motherfucker that always pulling his brother back
yeah.
when his brother doing something stupid as hell. You know what I'm saying? Um,
So this
it's
is
like
kind of a little out of character for him.
not a little, but he's the one going through the emotional turmoil of his old lady. He's the
Right.
one who old lady flipping the script on him. I'm like, bro, you 30 something years old. You should know. who you in the bed with. You should know. I mean, hey, sometimes that shit is surprising, but you know if your lady gonna turn the corner on you. I mean, you know what kind of chick I mean, if you've been to spend any time with a man or a woman, you know if they're gonna flip on you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro. I mean, now he got kids involved. You know, so that's different because every man who got children and they done had a divorce, they know what it feels like. You know, so I'm talking about before the divorce. When you know it's leading to a divorce, you know that the only thing that will make a man go crazy is that if your kids get taken away from you. And maybe that's the only thing I can think of that making him, saying, react this way. Cause I know personally, saying that if when a woman take your damn kids, bro, and you ain't never been away from your kids, that shit is different, bro. That shit is different. You got to really, really watch yourself because you don't know how you're gonna act when you thinking, damn, I got to see my kids on damn Saturdays and goddamn Sundays, every other Saturdays and Sunday. When you used to just go in that room and grabbing your kids and slam dunking them, said throwing pillows and all that shit is over because the relationship between your old lady and is over. That is crazy. Now, now, if it's some shit like that, I can understand why he's going a little stupid. You know what I'm saying? And from what I understand, the man was out for 2 years. 2 years. So he must be going through something like that. He must be going through something really deep, said to affect his career the way he has. And they haven't stripped him, which is weird because
They
they
letting it
strip every.
slide.
But why, two cents? Everybody else gets stripped. What's so special? Jamel don't have no special political ties that I know of. You know what I'm saying? Everybody hate the twins. Everybody hate the Lions only twins. So what is it? Why is he able to keep his belts? He's not Triple G, but he's willing to fight everybody. And now nobody's like knocking on the door at 160 for the WBC championship. Look like this would be the perfect opportunity to try to go for that belt, but nobody seems to want it. What Carlos Adames is in that arena, right? This would be the perfect opportunity for him to try to become undisputed, right? At 160. I think Carlos Adames is at 160, right? That boy is a hell of a fighter. So my thing is he got some killers. He got a killer in his you know what I'm saying, in his backyard. So if he don't get his fucking mind together, unless he's gonna do like Canelo, give up the fucking belt and move to another weight class, which would be really pussy punk ass to me. He would lose more clout if he did that. Saying by trying to avoid a Carlos Adames. Because, I want to see this man fight the best, but if he mentally ain't there, he ain't gonna have a great performance against that man. And that man is fighting some of the best. I mean, Carlos Adames destroyed Julian Williams. Did you see that fight, 2 cents?
Yep.
And what did he look like to you? What did Carlos Adames look like against what you saw with Jermall in his last fight and what Carlos Adames looked like his fight? What did you see?
Nah, Marl ain't ready for that fight. Jamal, I mean, he looked good to be coming off a 2-year layoff, but he also
Mm-hmm.
looked like he still needs some work before he go up there trying to fight top competitors. He need another fight or two under his belt. But I was actually shocked at how he looked. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, he still got he still got it, right? You can still
Right.
see it. He just needs to
Mm-hmm.
polish it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what's going on with him. It's a lot of rumors that maybe he may be taking medication, and I don't know if you can box on that type of medication because of how it changes you. And you definitely shouldn't be drinking alcohol if you're taking medication.
And
Cause
maybe that's what it is, 2 cents. Maybe is he on some shit, some lithium or some shit, and it's like some crazy cocktail, and this motherfucker just, woo, and he just got
and
in the
you
car and.
and
Mm-hmm.
you definitely can't be on and off the medication either.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, but I really do think he may be going through some stuff with his wife. I don't know if they supposed to be getting a divorce again, or I don't know. That's kind of like what they've been saying is he's just all this stuff is stemming from issues he's having with his wife.
Man, somebody need to pay her some money to act right because whatever it is she need, God damn it, she like us a Steph Curry wife and shit. Just she needs some attention or what? Hey,
I don't even know.
bring her out. You know, the man rich. There's a lot of bums out there that don't got no money. It's like, I mean, I don't understand. It's like, can you make? I don't know, man. I'm just trying to make sense of it. It's like Pedro Torres says he must have been pissy drunk. He says, how those Texas Rangers don't like those Charlo boys. He said they don't like to see black people with money. Exactly. Nobody likes to see black people with money because we show our wealth. We boisterous, and we like to wish gold and like to brag on. What I'm saying? Nobody likes that kind of shit. Especially saying white folks that work all their lives and work for every penny. Anybody really. You don't have to be white. I mean, you could be black. People hate that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got a mansion and you flossing and stuff, man. People don't like folks that floss. He says drugs, bro. It's pretty obvious, man. Cooking with Frank. Please don't say that. We got enough crackheads, what I'm saying, on our side as it is. We got enough crackheads. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. I don't understand. It's the fame. I think this fame. I think this money. I think it's like really destroying the whole Dallas thing, man. Look at Derrick James suing Errol Spence Jr. This money is the root of all evil. 2 cents. It's the
Yep.
root of it, and it's destroying. You just looking at these boys. They were beautiful. You know what I'm saying? They were beautiful. Jamal had Houston. Earl Spence Jr. had Dallas. Then they got their biggest paydays and just screwed it all up. It says, Pedro said, I'm an EJ fan, but Earl really blew his career by hanging out and getting into that accident. Said he would never be the same again. Bro, I done heard that so many times, Pedro. And you know how you put things in your head and you just don't want to believe it. But it seems like it's true. You know what I'm saying? You can't beat reality, my brother. You can't
Damn,
beat
how you gonna
delusion.
bring Mo City into this, bro? What Mo City do?
He says that's most city shit, fool. He said that's most city. Who is most city? Who is that? 2 cent. I
I
don't be
think he's talking
knowing.
about Missouri City, Texas. Are you talking about Missouri City, Texas?
Is that
Well,
what that got to do with it? I'm
I
lost.
don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Mo. Oh, is he talking about Mo the one that passed or something? Is he talking about the rapper or something?
I
Uh,
don't know.
I don't know. Floyd hates the what? Hates the LDC. How you feel about that? He rather interview fight. Yeah, I
Floyd
mean,
own fight hype though.
right. You see what I'm saying? Some people, man, we still in the Willie Lynch times. You know what I'm saying? Like Willie Lynch, that is the psychological domination of WS, and it's all over us, bro. It's the psychological dominance. We are colonizing our brain, and we just don't know it. Even myself. You know what I'm saying? We are all influenced by it because we were raised up in it. It's just like water around fish. They don't know they floating in the damn water. It just exists. You know what I'm saying? We were raised up in that kind of situation. You know what I'm saying? So we've been influenced and people don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Debo the God says seeing the thing about before YouTube, all this racist stuff wasn't even cared about. Coming up, black boxers were boxing Mexicans. Boxers you might have a handful that were good, but other than that, they were food. Yeah, I mean, but you still had your Chavezes. You had your I don't know if the Little Hands of Stone was Mexican or not. I forgot what he was. He was something like that. And you had great. You had Sanchez, Salvador Sanchez. You had some great Mexican boxers. They wasn't all food. Yeah, and they fought their hearts out. You had a lot of Oscar De La Hoya, the Golden Boy. He's Mexican. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, the Mexicans and the black rivalry was huge, and Floyd made a whole damn near $1 billion going at that fighting Carlos Baltimore and people like that. And he even beating Oscar himself. What I'm saying, and becoming the face of boxing after beating Oscar De La Hoya, the Golden Boy, right? So the Mexicans has always been, what I'm saying, our antithesis. What I'm saying, as far as raising our profile in boxing. What I'm saying? It's very rare that you get black on black fights where, it's gonna raise your profile. Like, not Evander Holyfield and Riddick Bowe. That's rare. So you see that Mike Tyson and Holyfield, in the heavyweight division. That's rare, even though it was huge, but that's rare. Usually it's a Mexican and a black, and that's what Floyd stuck with, that blueprint, saying, to make himself rich. But that was in the next era. Saying, back when what's his name with the hair? Um what's his name? The promoter, Don King. Don King, he had all the black heavyweights, so he could put black against black. What I'm saying? But later on, it was the little guys like Floyd Mayweather that were making money. What I'm saying? Then Oscar De La Hoya came along with Sweet Pea, and it was the Mexican black dynamic that made the money. So it's constantly changing, is what I'm saying. Now they keep trying to bring the Europeans in, and there, you had some Europeans that were good enough, but it wasn't enough of them. But in the ones that wasn't good enough, they built them like Triple G, where they built them like Lomachenko, who was good enough, but they came in during they stayed in the amateurs when there was a lull period, and say there wasn't a lot of talent and stuff, and they brought their ass in because they figured they could survive and shit. What I'm saying? That's the shit I hate about boxing, because these guys were old when they entered the pro leagues, so it was all strategical. What I'm saying? So so they didn't just come in to go for what they know. So it was very strategical. Triple G came in after Bernard Hopkins and shit, and after saying he could, and he got by Andre Ward. They just ducked him. So so a lot of this shit is fake. To me, he should have fought Andre Ward and took that fucking L. What I'm saying? Because they knew HBO made his ass go to light heavyweight because they wanted to bring that European market in, and it doomed the entire network. I'm sorry, I digress. He says, Debo the God says, seeing the thing about before YouTube and all this racist
You
stuff
already
wasn't
read
here.
this one.
Oh yeah. He says Floyd hate don't go against it. Okay, it says Floyd hates everyone. He needs to stop the hate and get this shit together. He said, I don't know why he goes against all these young boxers by going for the ops every time. Floyd is just a contrarian. That's all he is. He's a fucking contrarian. He just anything to say something controversial or to stay relevant. He's not even a real person. He's just a person that takes. He's like a sociopath or some shit. What I'm saying? He don't even know how to act. He's just trying to stay relevant. He's gonna say whatever it is to be in the limelight. He said 7 8 Sports only let people in the LDP if you pay tithes. I don't know. So like I said, I've never been officially invited. I was always just watch from the outside. You know what I'm saying? So, because I ain't want none of them fuck niggas to come in here and start talking shit about something I said and reporting to the 78. Say, oh, he ain't supporting this nigga. And you're like, nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I was like, nigga, I say what the hell I want. I don't give a fuck. What I'm saying? So, you could whatever report to whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm telling you how I feel. That's why I made a channel. So, if you got a problem with somebody who rock with me, so I'm gonna just give it to you straight. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why? Yeah, I mean, that's why I started my own channel. Why front on your channel, right? So, I don't care if I was part of the LDBC or not. I'm gonna always tell you what I think. And and I think that the LDBC did a great thing for the black boxing channels and stuff. They gave us, saying room to be able to speak the way we're speaking, the way I'm talking to you now. That wasn't possible back then, man. It was just too much going on. And I just think, they deserve respect, what I'm saying, for what they done for us. So now you can come on here and say what the hell you want to say, and people forget that shit. Debo the God says, Floyd is not one of my goats. Hey, I understand, so that's cool. You know what I'm saying? You know, I respect your opinion, my brother. That's why I respect 2 Cents' opinion. She's honest. All you have to do is be honest on YouTube. That's it. You know, you may not agree with what somebody's saying, but be honest. I'm sorry, Devon. I'm just going on a rant here. So, what you want to add on to this, my
Good,
brother?
Paul. I just wanted to jump in. Isn't the Charlo brothers from Mo City? I grew up in Texas. I'm from Houston, the
They from
southwest side.
A-Leaf, I thought.
I know they grew up in A, but I know for a good part of their life they lived out in Mo City, and I got boys that live in Mo City, so I know how crazy they can be. And so
I'm
it
from
just
Mo
seems
City.
like these two brothers are always getting into some. So that's why I posted that comment.
Right.
I'm from Houston, so
I
just
mean, they've
I
been
see it all
toxic.
the
They
time.
they always been toxic.
Yeah, I
Always.
know, but it's if you've been to
Oh, I'm
Mo
talking about
City,
they
it's a
toxic
little
as
different
fuck.
out there.
They toxic as fuck, bro. I mean, they are
But
weird.
Mo City, the suburbs. It's chill out there.
The suburb part, but yeah, been to the hood part of Mo City, man. It can get rough.
Man, it ain't like that. I'm from Mo City.
Okay, okay,
But
okay,
were
but
Yeah.
you
yeah,
but were
but
you outside though? Were you outside too, sir? Were you out? I'm just asking. I mean, I ain't saying that. I mean, were you outside 2 Cents or were you one of
I
them
mean,
smart kids?
what part of Mo City did you grow up in, or where you from?
I mean, what you mean? What part? It's just Mo
Mm-mm.
City. Like I ain't from no Brigade or nothing like that.
Like if you walk down the street, you know, would it be like, "What up, 2 Cent? What up?" Or whatever you know, it'd be like, "What up?" You know what I'm saying? Well, I
I
mean,
was an athlete my whole life, so I was never
okay,
really
okay,
involved in nothing crazy.
okay. I mean, did you what you play like volleyball or basketball or
I
something?
played basketball and ran track.
Okay, okay, you were real with it then.
Yeah.
You were real with it. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Alex Shear Jones, what's going on, my brother? He says we all got women problems, and I've been married for 14 years. Hey, bro, I feel you,
You
man.
ain't lying with that one, man.
Hey, man, niggas got to. It's a new era, man. Niggas got to come correct, man.
But they
You
they
know,
both always get into it with their woman seem like.
man, and they see, and I don't want to put it off, because Hispanic women, you just got to find the right woman. I don't want to say that, put it on that. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know them. I don't know them. But because niggas have problems with black women, goddamn Mexicans have problems with Mexicans. I mean, I don't know. Is it something in the water? When I was coming up, it was so easy. Take your ass home, work, take your ass home, eat a steak, my nigga. Even if you have to cook it yourself, it's no problem, nigga. You work, baby. Okay, I'm cooking. What's the fucking problem? I ain't got to be no 50-50 called no label. Don't label me no 50-50 nigga because I throw a few clothes in the fucking laundromat. I mean, my old lady don't feel like it. So I mean, but she do it most of the time. I mean, I don't get the shit. It's like everybody make an issue out of everything. You got to do what work for you. You know what I'm
This
saying?
might pull. This might be the downfall of Charlo, man. I agree with what you said. 2 Cents. He looked good in his last performance, but he was clearly missing that next gear he typically has, which is why he should have bounced right back into another fight after that fight he had with the Benavidez brother. Now he's going to be set back probably another year due to this, and with the alcohol and everything. I think this might be the downfall for him because he's 33 and I think he turns 34 soon. He should have had that bounce back fight right after the Benavidez fight. I thought he should have got in there with Plant to redeem himself from that slap. That would have been a big sell. He just kind of dropped the ball, man, and well, he's gonna be out probably another year and a half due to this. I mean, it's unfortunate, like you both are saying.
Well, you know, it's hard, man. I mean, I understand when you're a young man, and I don't think a lot of women understand. I mean, I would have to have a man channel. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's hard out here for a pimp. It's hard out here for a pimp, bro. Especially if you got status like the Charlos, right? If you came from nothing. Andre Ward brought them shoes. I don't know if he gave him his old equipment or it was something like that. Where did y'all read that art that see that interview where Andre Ward gave them shoes and boxing gloves and stuff so they could train. And I think they was close to Vernon Forest too, where they gave what Vernon Forrest, was helping them, was sponsoring them basically, saying training them. So, they had it rough, and why would you go from that, working hard, building yourself into something just to you got to cut those when you got something toxic in your life that's bringing you down. You got to be old enough and have the wisdom to cut that shit off. You know what I'm saying? I know it hurt, and I know it's easy for me to say but I've been through it now. Trust me, I've been through it. But you got to cut those things out of your life, especially if you got something that's saving you from the streets like boxing. Boxing was your way to wealth, you know what I'm saying, generational wealth. And I just don't, to me, I'm just trying to understand. Like, I understand that money ain't everything. I understand that. Money's not everything, but you made it, bro. I mean, you got your twin brother. Y'all both made it together. That is so rare in life that two black twins, become champions. Not only just be successful, but become champions. And y'all both are fucked up. Y'all both are mentally, I mean, whatever traumatics, it's like came out at the end. It's like, did you make a deal with the devil? It's like they both made a deal with the devil. You see what I'm saying? Y'all know where I'm going with this?
Oh yeah,
It's almost
fool.
it's
It
almost
all
like,
it all caught up to him, but I just seen somebody mention in the comments maybe it's CTE.
what's that?
CTE, that's like what them football players and shit you get from being hit in the
Oh,
head, being
oh
hit, and
yeah.
then it
Concussion.
make you drink a
Yeah.
lot, make you want to drink a lot, and then they just start tripping. And I mean that's a good point. That's
Hey,
a
do
good
Yeah.
y'all
point.
You
both do
you
y'all
might be
both
on to
remember
something.
the EJ Crawford press run? And I think they had asked Spence about his time in boxing, and he said, I didn't get in this to win championships. I got in this for the money. Some comment like that. Do y'all remember that?
Yeah, but
He
the
made a
Crawford fight.
comment like that. Yeah, for the Crawford fight, they asked him about, his goals and dreams in boxing, and he said, I'm doing this for the money, and that really threw me off. And I think
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
from that point, because you watch EJ early on, he was all about just becoming one of the goats, collecting undisputed. And it's just you're right, Paul, in 2 cents, man. There's something in the water here with these guys, man. I don't know what it is. They touch a few M's and it's just over from that point.
Look, I mean, man, when I was playing basketball and I was out there dusting motherfuckers, and I'm like leaving, I'm like crossing over niggas. Then I saw Tim Hardaway. I was like, oh my God, this nigga is good. Then I saw Chris Williams. I was like, oh my God, these niggas are good. You know what I'm saying? And he came out of LSU, Chris Williams and Tim, and I was like, man, I got to raise my game. It made me want to be better on the court. It made me want to be better. So I walked on to my college team and made the squad, right? But I was so scared to lead the team that I went to the military. You know what I'm saying? Because I was scared to take the challenge. And I'm wondering, is this it can't be that because the man became undisputed. That's the thing that's killing me. He
I
became
think
undisputed.
they got the money so young. Think about it. Like they probably got this money so young, and like you said, they came from whatever they came from. They get this money young. They boxers off the rip, so they don't listen. So they probably don't have no guidance like that, and they just out here doing whatever, and then they making these mistakes, and they're not learning from them. Now it seemed like Spence learned from his mistake. You see him with his
Hmm.
family, with his girl, with his this, with his that,
Hmm.
and he's changed and he's matured. And you see Tank made his mistakes. He's changed and he's matured. But it's just unfortunate that sometimes these mistakes that they're making is having such a detriment to their career.
Yeah.
And they just getting this money Adrian Broner, same thing. Adrian
Mm.
Broner came in, blew up, made his money, started making all this money, whatever. It became a detriment to his career. So when you get this money without the guidance, and
Mm.
on top of not being, even if you have the guidance, not your willingness not to listen, it can do more harm than good.
Girl, you sound like you my age. Girl, you sound like you my age and shit. You goddamn the daughter of Solomon and shit. You know, so I hate admitting that shit. I don't like that shit. and she
mean, and
lying
Somebody in
as
that's
the
a
comments
motherfucker.
just mentioned Crawford. I think the comment before this, like why Crawford's the GOAT or whatever. You know, I say the one thing about Crawford, man, he has a really good team behind him. And I think a lot of those guys grew up with him in that Omaha area. So, you know, the one thing with Crawford, he's always going to be in the gym. You know, hate him or love him, that gym is what gets him out of the streets. So I just wonder
Mm,
why with these Charlo brothers, right? Because Ronnie Shields trains the big one, I think, and then the other one's not far from Dallas, like a 4-hour drive. You know, how
mm.
come they just don't stay in the gym, man? Because
It,
when they were
but
it's
you
staying in the
see,
gym, they were the
Spence,
best.
Spence stopped hanging out with them.
No, I know
Spence used
Spence.
to hang
I'm
out with
talking
them
about the
numerous days
Charlo
later.
brothers. I'm talking about the Charlo brothers.
Shit, they don't even get along with each other.
mm, it's
Man,
true.
it's crazy, man. Because when they was in the gym, they was the best. When they stayed active, they was the best.
But you know what? It takes. That's why we got to give Crawford some credit because just like MJ or just like Kobe, who can block out everything going on in life, you got to give it up to a person that can do that. That can singularly focus on being the best at something. You know, I don't like Crawford. This pool kind of boxing. I'm always going to tell you how I feel. I don't like Crawford, but one thing about Crawford, he's able to block out, and I can't even say that because I don't know what he do. But one thing about it, he's able to focus in on his fights and block out all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And focus on winning his fight. No matter who it is he's fighting, he's able to focus on that fight. I don't care if he's strategically cherry picking. Beat the guy who's in front of you. Focus on that. Fuck everything else that's going on. Fight, beat the dude that's in front of you. And that's all I ask for every athlete because your life is not going to be peaches and cherries. You know what I'm saying? You somebody's going to pass on in your family that you cared about. Your dog's going to die. Your best horse is going to pass on. Something's going to happen. To take your focus off what you're focused on. But these guys, they're special because they're able to focus. They're able to block out certain things. Even when they're sick, they're able to get in that ring and able to do what they got to do. And that's one thing I can say about Crawford, that he's always been consistent, even when he's strategically picking certain fights, but he shows up and he shows out. And that's what I want from our champions. I don't care that a champion lose or nothing like that, but I want him to go out with a bang. I want him to go out
But
like Sean Porter went out. I want him to go
but
out,
that
swinging.
they
Mhm.
even they grew him because at first I didn't really fool with the Charlos, especially Jermall, because every time you seen them, they was getting into it with somebody, being all emotional. And then I
Mhm.
felt like it got to a point where I was like, Jermall didn't grew up some. He was more chill. He wasn't getting into it. He wasn't being all emotional. He wasn't doing that. And just up until recently with the last incident, Jermall had been chilling.
You know why that is, right? Is because after he took that loss to Harrison, he went right back in that gym and put the work in to get his belt back.
And
That's
that's
when he
that
changed.
passion. Some
Yeah.
some people need different. They need adversity to overcome. You know, what I'm saying Michael Jack. Not Michael Jackson. Michael Jordan. He used to create shit in his mind. He used to create lies in his head to create motivation. Whatever you got to do to reach that level, it's hard to motivate yourself once you achieve a certain, saying, for people who can continue that consistency, saying, and bring themselves up to that championship level, they ought to be respected. They are to be respected. I'm not talking about PEDs. I'm talking about the motivation to beat somebody you already know you better than, but you still got to get yourself up and jog. You still got to get yourself up and run up that goddamn mountain up there in Mexico, New Mexico, wherever it is they be training. You know what I'm saying? And get yourself and do the work. You know what I'm saying? Andre Ward suffered all kind of injuries. I didn't know how fucked up Andre Ward was to fight the Crusher again. He was totally jacked up. Y'all just don't know. And when you go watch that documentary, Andre Ward, you have to give him so much respect because of how jacked up his body was. And he went in there and he had a little help because the Crusher had pissed off his trainer, and his trainer let Andre Ward them know that this nigga was soft in the midsection. And what did Ward do? He went in there and beat that midsection and got his ass up out of there. So that's just a little information I want to put out there. So, you know, these champions are to be, once you reach a certain plateau, to keep motivated. You know what I'm saying? Boxing is a grind. So you got to work on your jab. Your jab ain't the same if you don't work on it. Your hook ain't the same if you don't work on it. It takes a lot of work, man, to get in that gym, wake up, and you got to block out that your old lady acting funny. She ain't saying nothing to you. The kids, you know, she talking to the kids. I don't know what's going on, but I know women can affect you in ways, you know, emotionally, mentally, to take you off your game. And I just hope that Jamil either retire before he gets into that ring and get Falumaloon, you know what I'm saying, by somebody way lesser than him, or he face a Carlos Adamas and he just get knocked out the ring like Bernard Hopkins did against Joe Smith. You know what I'm
He
saying?
was he was
Some
already talking about retirement. He already said he was about to retire.
well, go ahead and retire. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Don't talk about it because I don't want to see you get hurt because your mind is split. You know, say you're not concentrate. You got to concentrate on boxing. Yeah, you or your talent only take you so far. It only take you so far. You know, you more talent. You could be more talented than 99% of fighters. But if that dude who's putting in that extra work, he's gonna beat your ass. He's gonna beat your ass. Carlos Adamas gonna beat your ass, bro, because he's hungry. He's like Mr. T in the gym. Oh, I pity the fool. And that's what he eating right now. And right now you on some, you know, on some I'm about to retire type shit. He gonna style on you, bro. He's gonna and you gonna and you know what they're gonna say? They're gonna say, man, you never was shit. They're gonna say Jermall Charlo never was shit. That's what they're gonna say. And I hate that about boxing. That people can take one performance, you know what I'm saying? You might have fought, you know, some Godzilla or King Kong. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna say, you know, when you fight Canelo, by the time you fight Canelo, you ain't even into your career. Canelo sees that, oh, this nigga ain't on shit. I'm gonna give him a fight. This is the guy that they say I've been ducking. And he knows that you're not emotionally straight. They watching you. The matchmakers are watching you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna give you an opportunity. This is gonna be Canelo next fight because they already see that he ain't there. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be the next big fight in lights for the Turk. You know what I'm saying? Jermall Charlo versus Canelo. And they already know that he ain't ready emotionally, mentally, but he's going to get a huge payday to get his ass whipped to sell his name. That's what boxing is now. That it ain't about two guys at the top of their game in their primes, you know what I'm saying, going mano mano. It's not like that no more. It's about finding the advantage, waiting for a dude that's off his game, and then you getting it in. You know what I'm saying? And you coming out the victor so you can scratch this guy off and move on. Boxing sucks right now. You know what I'm saying? It sucks. What's going on? Who's real? I see you out there, bro. He says they not from Mo City, they from SWAT. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You know, people be knowing out there now. You know, I know you're in Houston. I was looking for you in Houston, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was down there training.
Yeah, we out here.
I was down there looking for you, you know what I'm saying? He
I
says,
was I was hoping they had that tank fight out here. I was excited.
I know, right? I was gonna be there for that joint.
he said,
I
peace
was
for
just gonna see.
eating the remix in the building. What's going on, eating remix?
Yeah, can
He
I
says,
ask y'all two something before I hop off, pull back in the comments? It's kind of off the subject, but you saw that Beterbiev pulled out with an injury. I'm hearing that the replacement might be Morel.
oh
So
my God.
how do you think that for his first big step up fight against Bivol? Like, what do you think about that?
He gonna get his ass whipped. He gonna get his ass whipped. Cause Bivol ain't one of them dudes that be slipping. He ain't Bivol is a master boxer, bro. He is trying to go up against Beterbiev. He is preparing to go against Beterbiev. So a dude with 100% knockout ratio, somebody who he is going to destroy Morrell Jr. Morrell Jr. should have stayed his ass at 168. He had a better chance, you know, going against the best at one. You seen what he did to Canelo. You know what I'm saying? You see what he did to Canelo. He's gonna style on David Morrell Jr. Even though David Morrell Jr. is a great athlete, but he don't have the experience to fuck with Bivol. Bivol is better than most people think. He knows everything, how to use his reach. He has a simplistic style. The motherfucker's timing, speed, all that shit is all together. All his shit is together. He is the best at 175 right now. And the only person who could probably beat him is Arthur Beterbiev. And you got David coming up in weight. He's not
Morel not
used
he's
to
not ready for that fight. That's the thing
mm-mm.
about the turkey out of Sheik. Like you wanna I mean, I get it, the fans wanna see certain fights and stuff might sound good, but that's
hmm
just not a good fight. He's not ready. First of all, there's nobody else they could put there that probably deserves that shot.
He would have a
Right.
better chance against David Benavidez because he's coming up in weight too. That would be a better fight. David Benavidez because he's moving up to 175 too. I think that would be better. Beterbiev been sitting at 175 too long. He's already, acclimated to that situation. Um, for him to be coming up, what I'm saying, he's not going to be effective. His power going to be different. His power's not. We got to see if it's going to carry over, but I'm pretty sure that Bivol is used to getting hit harder. What I'm saying, by guys at 175 than 168. And yes, he's got agility. He's got a lot of skills, but Bivol's seen it all, man. Bivol is on another level, man. He is going to destroy David Morrell Jr. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm gonna be right here. Y'all know if I was here after Errol Spence Jr. got beat, God damn it, I'm gonna be here after goddamn, saying Bivol if he get beat. So it ain't none of
Experience
that.
matters. Experience
It
matters.
it really does. He says, I think mall women just trying to destroy him. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what I mean, he got to get that under control, bro, or it's gonna like really take him under, Pedro. It's gonna really take him under, man. It's like you got to get your emotion. You got to be focused in boxing. Anything take your focus off boxing. It's too many little skills you got to work on. Too many things you got to think about. Too many things you got to make in your muscle memory that you got to have to, saying to be going in there, thinking about other things, right? And it's gonna get you beat. It's gonna get you beat up. Even the remix says most of these young yawns don't know the court system will put a black man under the jail for anything, and it gives these kinds of women the push to be violent, disrespectful, and diabolically evil. It's the social media, bro. I think social media, weak-minded women, not real women. Real women got their own. They don't care about social media like that. They got their own people who are free thinkers, people who can critically think. Saying people like Two Cents. Saying that think. Make their own logical conclusions. That is those are the kind of people. Just people in general. Because you got men that follow the narratives and shit too. What I'm saying? So people who are think outside the box and who question everything. So those are the kind of people like Champ Side. Those are the kind of people I like because they have their own opinion, they guard their own opinions, and I don't care if you disagree with them or not. You can see it's coming from a honest place, and that's all you need to be on Full Counter Boxing. If you're honest, you know what I'm saying. You come up with that bullshit, I'm kicking you up out of here. I'm not for to argue with a lie or a liar. You know what I'm saying? So, you can think I'm unfair or not, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. I'm not going to go back and forth with motherfuckers that be lying and shit. Be honest. Boxing is a very simple sport. And, what I'm saying, I was listening to Two Cents the other day. She was talking about, she said, how is everybody surprised that Devin got beat like this? And it's true. Everybody was saying Devin was going to dog Ryan. And I thought about it. I said, everybody was putting his skills so far ahead of Ryan. I was like, Ryan fought this man 6 times, what I'm saying, in the amateurs or 3 times, whatever it was, and they were 3 for 3. So obviously the man got skills. But they went to the pros, and I think what it was that everybody seen how Ryan was undisciplined and they thought he was going to stay that way, but people change, bro. People change. And if your skill level is up there, you got the ability to fight these guys on that level. You just got to you just got to get a coach. You just got to get discipline. That's it. That's all Ryan really needed was this. He's still not disciplined, but because the steroids and all that stuff. But with an edge, he's really going to dog you if you kind of even in skills, right? Or you kind of on the same level. And I thought about that, and I'm saying, that's why I like people who think rationally because they make you rethink, what I'm saying, your positions and stuff like that. We got to like that in boxing, bro. We can't hate on that. Stop hating on 2 cents. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? Stop hating on
they
2 cents.
they kicking me out the chest and everything.
Hey, that's okay. You don't want to be a part of no shit like that anyway. It says, Cop Killer says, salute, pool, mods, and boxing fans that joined this live stream. No doubt. This is a real boxing fan live stream. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what I'm saying? Whatever's happening, man, we gotta look at this shit, man, and say, like, what's happening to our sport? All the top people are falling off. You know what I'm saying? And they're too young for that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but I understand life goes on and things happen in life. Things don't always, line up in your life. You know what I'm saying? Your old lady want to divorce you, what I'm saying, want to take the kids, and that takes you off your center. That takes you off your center. So we don't really know what's going on with Jermall, but I sure hate it. Take a car crash, bro. Police pursuit. Your twin brother already done brought damage to the Lion Only brand, so which was going strong. I was really loving the Lion Only brand. And even though your brother was going off on you for a while about you not being a lion, I'm like, bro, black people, we are our own worst enemies, bro. I just don't understand why we can't fucking just support each other. You know, I support Two Cents Boxing because she's a sister, because she got good content. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why can't we just support each other? Why we got to always compete in a way that is distasteful? Why we always got to compete? Why we can't just recognize good, when somebody's doing excellent and give them a pat on the back, say, God damn it, give me more of that. And encourage those people. Why can't we do that as a black community? Why we always got to, run somebody down? Why we always got to, saying be like that person ain't shit, it's because they like a certain fighter. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? It's like we've going too far to be on this Willie Lynch shit. You know what I'm saying? We have more in common with people outside our race. You know what I'm saying? Because they can listen to what you say and give the respect. They may disagree with you, but they can do that without hating you. You know what I'm saying? We can't do that in our community. God damn it, if I like Devin and you like Tank, goddamn, you a bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Why is that? You know what I'm saying? We don't need that, man, on these boxing community, man. It's like it's boxing, you know what I'm saying? It's not your relatives, it's not nobody that's close to you. It's just boxing, it's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So we got to learn how to disagree. You know what I'm saying? He says, oh damn, my type. What you say? He says, who's real says Quad Run is the hood. He says Quad Run is the hood in Mo City. Who is that? Quad Run? Well, I'm far removed from the hood shit, but I'm like, I don't know
Well,
shit. But I'm
run. He's talking about a neighborhood in Missouri City.
okay. Like I mean, I don't know shit about that. He said the LDBC have their favorite fight. Yes, they do. He said, and I see no problem. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, cop killer. Like who you like. I don't give a damn. Like them to the ground, but be real. You know what I'm saying? Be real about it. You know what I'm saying? Did I think that Devin was the greatest 135 pounder or 140 pound? No. I want to see him fight everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then when he achieved that, I'll be the first to say that boy's bad. Now when he lose, okay, every fighter loses. What I'm saying. We know this is hardcore. See, y'all, we know this shit is hardcore boxing fans, but we get caught up in the hoopla. You know what I'm saying? And even though we be hyping the fight, these guys still can lose on any given day, is what I'm saying. What's going on, Donna? He says, what up, Pool? What's going on, my brother? Um, he says boxing is a myth. It damn sure look like it, don't it? The way it's turning out to be. He said it's America, yeah. Um, I agree with that. America it has a lot of flaws. He said Charles went to school with my little bros. He said they ran together. He said one of my bros on lock, the other just did six. You know what I'm saying? We got to get our brothers, to stay out of that goddamn private prison shit because it's just another way of getting us out of the way. We only 14% of the population. So the more you take the men out of the households, the more we're gonna have these feminine ass kids shooting up everybody, crashing out on any goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? Anything you say to them and shit, they ready to goddamn reach for a gun and blast your ass into the next world. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't even fuck with young folks. You know what I'm saying? It's a sad thing, but older guys can't give you no wisdom if you ain't willing to listen. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you want to do things your own way, that's why they don't know shit about civil rights. They don't know nothing about Martin Luther King Jr. They don't know shit about Malcolm X. They don't give a shit about that. You know what I'm saying? That shit is like a whole different era, whole different time. Ain't got shit to do with them. They're gonna do what the hell they want to do. So, you know what I'm saying? February ain't shit to these young people. So it is what it is. He said Charles Young says he's stuck in a toxic situation and it's driving him to this. Hey, if your old lady can control you like that, then bro, you got a lot of growing to do. Because my old lady, she could say anything to me. I'm not gonna stop going to work. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna stop making money. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to survive, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna take me off my center to where I can't do because men are measured by what they produce. And you gotta be strong, you gotta be strong, bro. You gotta keep, the consistency, right? Because the leadership is put on us. So no matter what you're going through, hopefully you have a woman that support you, and that makes you strong at home, right? Emotionally, mentally, and all that shit. Women got to get back to that supporting men, so we can go out there and do what the hell we got to do. But women want to, they want to make the bag. Which, if you can find a woman that can make the bag and support you, that is great. But don't get with a woman that just, want to destroy you and distract you from, your purpose or your bag. Because it's hard to find a man like that's making millions, you know what I'm saying? And introduce you to a whole different lifestyle to where you can make generational wealth where your kids don't have to worry about college. The next generation could be given something instead of food stamps and Section 8. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that to be a legacy. You know what I'm saying? We don't want that to be a legacy, and that's all we have. Generational as a generational curse. That's what we have today, motherfuckers. If you get a life insurance policy, that shit ain't but $10,000. You got motherfuckers fighting in families over $10,000 and shit when they parents pass and shit. How much you spend on the coffin? Oh yeah, nigga, you ain't have to get the coffin with the gold lining, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You like nigga, you trying to spend all the damn money and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's crazy, bro. It gets down to the most pettiest shit when it comes to money. And we got to learn how to have money. We got to learn how to build. And we just can't do it, bro. It's like motherfuckers, the past come up from the way we were raised and it just ruin everything, no matter how successful some people are. What's going on, Mike Rhythm? He said, what up, everybody? He says, Pedro Torres says, they have the reasons why they started the LDBC, but being independent is always better than towing the line. Well, you said a mouthful, right? That's, I mean, for me, I support the LDBC because I know what they're about. Even the best movements, let's say the Muslim movement, back when Malcolm X was in it, and then you seen how that turned out for him. He found out some things that really turned him away from it. But it started out is the Black Panthers. What I'm saying, great movement, but every great black movement always turned into something else. It turned into gangs. It turned into Bloods and Crips. It turned into I forgot what's the other the disciples. So all that shit came from the Black Panthers for what they were trying to do. So they're trying to protect the black neighborhood from the police that was killing black people back then. Y'all don't understand that, young people. Police ain't here to help you. They're here to destroy you and put you in prison. Now, I'm not saying all police are like that, but basically that's their main function to keep us under control. So you can't go out there wilding out, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's
When I
not
was
the police personally. It's just that's what the system is built for. That's just the system, period.
Yeah, I mean, but the police is to protect white people property. You know what I'm saying? They're the slave patrol. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when you walking in a white neighborhood, that's why you get hemmed up because you ain't supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? It's a class. They here to protect the classes. You know what I'm saying? And the class property. Cop killer says Jermall Charlo need to stop acting like a fool because he can lose his career in life. Yeah. But it gets to a point where people get, you ever been a woman can make you so angry. and make you so fed up that you don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've started a few bar fights, you know what I'm saying, because I was pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know that about Poole County. You know what I'm saying? I've been out there and started, I've knocked out a couple of folks because I was pissed off and got drunk. You know what I'm saying? It happens. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not Jermall Charlo. I'm not Jermall Charlo. You know what I'm saying? I'm Poole County boxing. You know what I'm saying? When they see me out there, I'm just another nigga, you know what I'm saying, acting up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not world champion. I'm not undisputed champion. I am in them streets though, you know what I'm saying? From when I retired, I had to retire real quick. 'Cause I, you know what I'm saying, I ain't want to get fucked up. But you know what I'm saying? But your boy, your boy had his day. You know what I'm saying? I had to when I realized my reflexes wasn't what it was, I like, yeah, let me sit my head down, goddamn, I got a busted lip and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But you got to act right, man. You got to know that you can't solve everything through fisticuffs, and you can't solve everything through drinking. You can't solve. You got to have better resolution skills. Go take your old lady. Say, look, we're not good together, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, do right. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Just make a positive resolution, and I think that's what Jamal needs. If he took a 2-year layoff, bro, 2 years. That's a lifetime in boxing. Taking off 2 years and then coming back and looking good as you did. So you got hella talent. You got hella talent, kid. Really do. But the way he's headed, man, I'm just afraid for him and Errol. I'm afraid for both of them. It's like life is catching up with them, and all these disputes going on in their camps. It's like, man, I just thought they were more ironclad than that. And I just want the best for these boys. You know what I'm saying? I hate to see them go out like this. Hopefully Errol Smith Jr., you know what I'm saying? I seen some training, I seen him training. Um, seeing
You seen a
somebody had like
recent video of him training?
yeah, yeah, yeah. He had the plaits and everything. Somebody did like a 7 second video of him punching, punching somebody, you know what I'm saying, like training and stuff. But
Oh, I need to
um
see that. I ain't seen that.
yeah, I
How he
went to
look?
his Instagram to see if it was on there, but this was a personal video. You could tell it was a personal video. So he's back in the gym and he don't look too far off weight. And when he looks a little head, saying you could tell he's solid, but he ain't got no fat hanging over his he ain't got no love handles and shit. He look like he in shape. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, these boys, get their shit together, man. It's like whatever personal problems people don't care in boxing. Boxing don't care about your personal problems. You got to get in there and you got to perform the way you did before. Debo the God says, Charlo ain't no pimps. He says, they get pimped by, wait a minute. He says, the viewer the guy says, Charlo ain't no pimps. They get pimped by the women, man. Hey, man, it happens to the best of us, man. You know that song say, everybody plays the fool. Sometimes, if you're emotionally compromised, and I don't give a damn how strong motherfuckers is. You can say what the hell you want. Once you fall in love, bro, it's a risk. You know what I'm saying? And, a motherfucker change on you, then all of a sudden, you lost. It happens, bro, to the best of us. All that you can really benefit from it is experience. And you know what I'm saying, if she got with you when you were flossing, you were crazy, she think times are gonna be like that when you get older. But when you get
But
older, you
that's his
start
high
having
school
kids.
sweetheart.
Hmm.
They've been together shit his whole life down there.
But that's what I'm saying. But people change, 2 cents. You change. People change at different rates. While you might be on some, what I'm saying, you on another level. You thinking about, retiring, you thinking about putting money in the bank. She's still thinking about flossing in the club, or you thinking about the club and she thinking about retirement. There's always a difference in how people mature over time, especially high school sweethearts. Sometimes shit works. It depends on how humble both people are. So are you willing to, what I'm saying, put down the things that you believe when we first got together and grow with me? Or, what I'm saying, are you still gonna be on that dumb shit? You know what I'm saying? You want me out here drinking and going to the club and wearing jewelry and flossing and Bugattis and, putting up this fake lifestyle. Nobody really can sustain that shit, even if you're a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? You can't. There's levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay property taxes on those mansions. There's a business side to it. So sometimes you got to get out of that flaw shit and get to the business. Okay, how can we really sustain this shit in 20 years? or we're gonna be out there doing homeless and shit after being rich for all these years. The NBA, you see the NBA, NFL players, they be poor as shit after the NFL, after making millions and millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? If you don't put something up for later, you know, you ain't gonna have shit. So, you know, and then if you go through all this bullshit, what's going on, PGH Big Dog? What's happening, bro? You're not gonna have nothing later for later on. So you might be flossing now, but that's for today. You know, tomorrow you may not have shit. You know what I'm saying? And somebody need to, I don't know if they got advisors, especially when you go through somebody who's gonna take half your cash, you know what I'm saying, and go dip on your ass with your children. You know what I'm saying? It's enough to make somebody go crazy. And I just hope that Jermall, you know, he can get it together. He can get maybe not his brother, because I don't think his brother, you know what I'm saying, is the one that counsel. Not a good counsel right there. I hope he can you know, speak to somebody who maybe EJ, you know, could talk to him. I don't know, man. It's like something to keep him from the self-destructing, you know what I'm saying? Something to get him in a mindset where he can just chill, because man, running from the police ain't it, bro. And getting into trouble is not it, man. He's too big of a star for that, you know. And people, he got a lot of it.
Did he even get injured in the crash? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. You know, something about Dallas and goddamn car crashes and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's something. That's why I said these motherfuckers done made a deal with the damn devil or something. The motherfucker got 3 years of being on top, and the rest, the devil he getting his due. You know what I'm saying? Something going on. He said Debo the God says, let that straight. He said, let that straight. They remind me of cousins that super territorial and jealous behind their women. I don't know, man. I really haven't seen them in the public like that, tell you the truth. They got children and shit, so they should be chill. I don't understand why they just don't chill the hell out. But maybe they, like you said, 2 cents, maybe they just on that toxic shit. And that's what drive them. You know what I'm saying? Some people need that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Up and down like a roller coaster type shit. You know what I'm saying? Sit your ass down, bro. You 33, going on 34, you know, sit your ass down, bro. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy the fruits of life. He said that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, if not money that causes it, then what? You know, I don't know, man. It's you know, when you're going through it with people, sometimes you can invite somebody into your life that destroy everything you got going on. You know, so that's why you got to be careful, you know what I'm saying, discern. You got to be careful and discern, man, who you let in your life, because they can definitely take you off track. Eden Remix says the twins were a target. Most of those ratchet hyena chicks, target brothers that aren't thinking their women is trying to conquer them. A lot of these chicks have a plan going in, aren't aware of. Yeah, it's true. You know what I'm saying? If you're just going for the beauty, you know what I'm saying, that booty it ain't worth it, boy. That's some rotten booty, man. You know what I'm saying? You look at the NBA. You see, mm, hey, them women would take you up through there, bro, and you'll be fucked up, looking like a chump. You know what I'm saying? Crying. You see Scottie Pippen. You know Scottie Pippen. I'm like, oh my god, bro. You know you're an OG, bro. You're an
Another
OG.
thing too, like these guys gotta relax. They got 10, 11 kids. Like, what are y'all doing?
God damn it, they creating a basketball team. You know what I'm
With
saying? Somebody gonna be
with
successful.
no, not with all these different women. Why you want all that stress in your life? That's too much. That's
Yes,
too
sir.
much.
That's right. Eating remember Tim Hardaway with my boy. I patted my game after that boy, Tim Hardaway, and this guy named Mike Brown. But I'm talking about somebody you never heard of. That motherfucker was raw. Well, I'm talking about boy. So everybody got to have a mentor, and I think that's something that they really need, is a mentor, a coach, somebody they really look up to. That, you know what I'm saying, that really keep them in line. You know, Tyson had
They gotta
ha-
listen.
mhm, mm.
I don't think
But
it's a
like
lack of
Tyson, you know, Tyson was.
mentors. They just don't listen.
But look, Tyson had Costamato. Tyson was the most undisciplined. I'm talking about, that dude was somebody who probably deserved to be in prison. Was Mike Tyson? Where that dude was messed up with all kind of traumas. You know, so that motherfucker came out of Brownsville. He went through the boys' home with niggas raping motherfuckers and all kind of stuff. Well, raping, I should say, due to he came from the most filthiest sector of dysfunction, right? And he got with Costamato, and he looked up to him like a god. And Costamato got him to where he was a champion at 20 years old, right? And I'm thinking that the Charlos need something like that, an inspirational coach. But all these coaches that they got, they old as hell. You know what I'm saying? They don't really respect them. Like old guys like myself, we don't get respect like the generations before me. The generation before me, we gave them respect. We looked up to them. We listened to their wisdom and everything, but we can't pass it down because the young folks, well, the millennials do listen. The millennials do. The millennials are old now. They 40 something, 30, late 30s, whatever. They listen, but they haven't passed down that that respect and tradition because their kids wasn't raised. They didn't raise their kids in the church. They didn't raise them with the stories. They didn't bring the civil rights. They didn't bring the things that we cared about. I mean, my generation, we love black people. You know what I'm saying? We love, our brothers. We love our sisters. We see it differently than these young people. Young people are for self. You know what I'm saying? It's not about a community anymore, right? And they don't love the community like the older people love the community. And so we don't see eye to eye. And it's a different world now. With social media, people, willing to say things that we would never dare say 20 years ago. We would never say. I look on social media, I'm horrified at some of the things I see, our brothers say, some of the things our sisters say. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, where is the code? The code is broken. It's broken. People will say what the hell they want to say. People will say anything out here on social media just to get attention. You know, people will say anything. So it's just sad, man, to see some of our top athletes, saying get diminished. And they can't wait. The media can't wait to report shit like this. So especially against the Charlos, people that saying they know was really, really there to take over. Saying everything. At one point, both of their stars was super. At one point, both of their stars were so bright that they could have done something that no other. Yeah, the name besides the Klitschko's. You know what I'm saying? I think they were more successful than the Klitschko's. You know
I
what I'm
mean, I
saying?
would say they're accomplished. I feel like they could have accomplished more. I feel the same way about Earl. Like he's accomplished, but we wanted them to be able to accomplish more. Same thing with AB. It's just the potential for them to accomplish so much more and be so much more greater is was disappointing, and it kind of takes away from what they done because you thought that they would do more. But I feel like Charlos are accomplished. Accomplished. AB was accomplished, like unified champion. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, hey, come on,
Hmm.
y'all could have did so much more. Y'all could have did so much more, but
But are
it's
we
difficult,
greedy? Are we greedy, or we just we're dragging on the backs of their success, and we know that success is fleeting. It's fleeting. It's not something that's just going to last forever. You know this, I know this. That you're not going to stay on top forever because everybody's gunning for you. You're not going to have your best days while you're on top every day. Life is about
it's
ups
just the way
and
you
it's about,
fall, though. That's the
yeah.
issue.
And I
Look,
want
I'm in
them to
somewhere where
have.
my signal gonna keep going in and out, so I might have to keep hop. You might have to keep letting me back in.
Oh, you're always welcome. You're always
Okay, yeah,
welcome,
my
my
signal
sister.
might be
You're
going
always
in and
welcome.
out. Okay,
Cop
go
Killer
ahead.
says Debo, nobody is perfect. EJ makes mistakes like everybody else. Yes, because he's human. No doubt, no doubt. Cop Killer. What I'm saying, I'm still an EJ fan. I'm still a Jamel fan. I'm still, can't help it. What I'm saying. I come from, what I'm saying. I was born in 1969. Yes, I was born in 1969. What I'm saying? So I love my black people. What I'm saying? I listened to James Brown, what I'm saying, be black and I'm proud. And that shit was kicking. You see what I'm saying? So I love my black people. I support my sisters, but you got to be honest. You can't come in here, these niggas that be coming in here on some dumb shit. I ain't trying to listen to you. What I'm saying? I'm just letting you know. And I'm unapologetic when it comes to that kind of thing. Because I'm always honest. To you know, what I'm saying sometimes it's to to against to a deficit. You know, what I'm saying like I'm gonna be honest because that's what makes this exciting to me. You know, what I'm saying so I get a lot of people in my comments. What I'm saying talking that bullshit, but it don't matter to me because you're disingenuous, right? Why come on here and be disingenuous? It don't make no sense. So if you disagree with me, that's fine. What I'm saying? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? I listen to what you got to say. And if it makes sense, what I'm saying? I'll make a correction. But if not, what I'm saying? Get the hell on. What I'm saying? With the bullshit. So Debo the God says, no doubt, I like EJ, but he just fell off the earth. It's crazy. It's okay. It happens, bro. I always say on my podcast that fighters have an expiration date. Fighters have an expiration date. I'm not saying that he's done because you never know what my man going through. You know what I'm saying? You never know what's going on in a fighter's life, right? And you got to make it to the fight feeling your best. If you're not feeling your best on that fight night, you about to take a L, right? Or
So
sometimes people can
Pedro
power through it.
Pedro
Hmm.
Torres, they are getting a divorce. He said you can't be flossing.
Say that again. 2 cents. You kind of cut out at the end.
Oh, somebody said that Jermall's wife was trying to get half, and I was like, so he is going through a divorce? Is that what's happening? Somebody wrote
Well,
that in the comments.
it makes sense. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. And if you're going through a divorce, that's one of the most tumultuous things that can affect you. Especially being a fighter when you got to work on all these things, right, to make yourself great. It's hard to concentrate when your lady trying to take half your money. You know what I'm saying? If I was him, shit, I'd be like, shit, I'd be like, baby, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back together. It's cheaper to keep her. It's cheaper to keep her, goddamn it. Let me make it through these next two fights, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? Then we could break up. Goddamn it. Then you go your own way. What's going on, hands down? What's happening, bro?
They in Texas too? Oh yeah, everything is
Oh,
communicable
oh, you are
property.
already. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, yeah. How you know that? Goddamn 2 cents. How you know that? You ain't even supposed to know that. Goddamn. What's going on,
Everybody know
hands
that in
down?
Texas.
Hands down. You there? Hands down. Man down.
Oh yeah, what's going on?
What's happening, bro? What you got? What you got?
Oh man, I think that Charlo should go ahead and wrap it up, man. If he don't have just some stay busy fights where he can just keep his money coming in. Drop the belt because I don't think that he's going to be defending it any soon. And yeah, because his last fight wasn't even at 160. He was at like
Speak up, my
158.
brother. Speak it. Can barely hear you, bro. Barely hear you.
Yeah, his last fight was at 166 or something like that, and
Yeah,
I
he
think
missed weight, man. He missed
yeah,
weight.
by a lot, by a lot.
Mm.
But I think he should. I think he should drop the belt, and I think he should probably have a couple more fights and nothing too serious, and then call it quits because he doesn't seem like his head is in it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's not the sport for the inconsistency that he's been showing lately. That's my
Mm-hmm.
take.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's sad for personal reasons a fighter fall off. Not
Right.
that he's got beat in the ring. I'd rather see him get beat in the ring going all out. You know what I'm saying? Than have a personal issue. What I'm saying? Take his mind off the prize. You
Right.
know, fighters back in the day, they were going through all kind of shit. They were on crack. Um, they you know what I'm saying they daddy died and on the fight night, but just like Buster, like let me see, I gotta mute you, bro, because you might um Buster Douglas. I think his mama died, and that helped propel him to beat Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? If his mama wouldn't have died, he probably wouldn't have won that fight. He used that. He used the fury of his mama dying. You know what I'm saying? To beat Mike Tyson to become heavyweight champion. You know what I'm saying? These guys, they don't know how to focus. Guys in the past used to use that pain. Aaron Pryor did crack. They had all kind of personal problems. And I'm not saying that they're weaker, But I'm just saying they can't channel the pain that they have going on nowadays into their fighting. You know what I'm saying? So you could fight a motherfucker that's emotionally compromised can do some things in the ring. He can get knocked out, or he can fucking not feel what the hell coming at him, and he could go through that shit like Buster Douglas did because he got knocked out. He got knocked out really against Mike Tyson. He went down, but when he got up, he beat the shit out of Mike Tyson. He beat the shit out of Mike Tyson, and all because he was emotionally compromised. He told his mama he was going to win, and he won. He went out there and he did it. And I want these guys to be able to channel their emotions, to channel their anger, and become better. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody can't do that shit. I know that. I just want to see it. You know what I'm saying? People went to prison back in the day too. You know what I'm saying? People got hit by cars. People had car accidents. You know what I'm saying? But these guys here, they just let it take them off the grid. They already fighting once a year, and that's the problem. Say if they had more fights, they could keep their skills. Once you fighting once a year, twice a year, once every 2 years, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to keep those skills that you work so hard, to maintain. It's just not going to happen. You got to stay active. And once you can almost call it when you see a fighter that's been out the ring for a year and a half. You see a fighter that's been active, you can already see it. You already know who's gonna win. But it's rare that you find two guys in their primes that's active and they meet to a certain point and they fight, and it's gonna be a good fight. Usually, it's one guy been out 16 months, one guy been out. One guy had a couple of fights, and that guy's in better shape than the other guy. We're tired of this shit. Boxing ain't supposed to be this way. Or you got Canelo giving motherfucker 2 weeks training camp, go out there and beat the dude ass, and then he's still the king of boxing. I don't want to see that no more. You know what I'm saying? I want to see it like the old days. I want to see motherfuckers beating, knocking out each opposition on both sides, and then they meet. You know what I'm saying? They come to a crescendo. Come to a crescendo. You know what I'm saying? Where they on a course and they meet each other and then they fight. You know what I'm saying? We're not having that now. You know what I'm saying? Everything is strategic, cherry picking, and people are picking, they rolling with their favorite fighters, but their favorite fighter ain't shit because he's cherry picking, right? So Debo the God says the Charlo brothers haven't trained together in like 5 years. Imagine that. They haven't fought in 5 years. Imagine that, bro. That's your twin brother, bro. What is going on to the family dynamic, bro? What is going on? So Mike Williams said Crawford took advantage of every opportunity. Yeah, and he should. And he should, because these motherfuckers ain't protecting themselves. You know what I'm saying? You got to protect yourself. You got to be smart. Not only, be a bad motherfucker in the ring, but you got to be a bad motherfucker, strategically. So he's waiting on you. So why not get ready? Everybody could see that. So if I could see it, and I'm not a coach, I'm not a boxing, saying strength and condition. I'm not inside boxing right like that. If I could see it from the outside, you should be able to see it. Okay, he see that you've been out for 17 months, so he's going to get in. Excuse me. He's going to get in a warm up. You need to get in a warm up. Fight Keith Thurman, Errol, because you don't want to face a Crawford. Without a warm up. What that's just stupid. You know what I'm saying? Just certain things are common sense in boxing. And Jermall, he he's gone mentally. He said he's talking about retiring. Um, I don't see him beating any of the top guys in the division. Right now, I don't see him beating Landon Lara. You know what I'm saying? I don't even see him beating him. You know what I'm saying? I think Lara would knock his ass out. And he'll probably be happy just to be done with boxing. He probably would be happy just to go out like that. And that's sad to say, but boxing is a grind, bro. And if you ain't with it, if you ain't on top of your shit, you know what I'm saying, you going out bad. Debo the God says Crawford's a dog. He just not flashy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is, man. I give it up where it is, bro. He said he's studied and proven. Yeah, he's proven at what he does. He says Lil Jeezy is getting the same problems, and he has handled everything correctly except getting married. It's not about maturity. It's about marrying a checkmate chick. Well, Yeezy knew what the hell he was getting into. These guys like come from the hood, like Holyfield married a doctor. Why the fuck would you marry a doctor? Right? You a dude from, you know what I'm saying? You don't you probably haven't read anything. You know what I'm saying? Like you probably don't read no books. You probably don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? You love Jesus, and you know what I'm saying? You don't have a large range of, not saying that he ain't on her level, but just intellectually, what do they have in common? So he went and married a doctor. Mike Tyson went and married Robin Givens. It's like, why are these fighters trying to marry out chicks that's probably not going to be interested in them because they can't hold their attention. They marry you because you got money, you got access to a ton of money. But when you lay down or you go out, you don't have shit in common. But besides, she look good and you muscular, and you know what I'm saying, y'all having a lot of good sex. But at the end of the day, y'all really don't like each other. You know what I'm saying? So when you got money, you got to make sure you know what I'm saying. And Jamel, if he married his childhood sweetheart, that's supposed to be a fairy tale type thing because she married you before you married her before you got the money. You knew her before you got the money, so she know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Before you became rich. Now I don't know if Jamal was acting different once he got the money, or she started acting different. I don't know, but I do know people grow apart. I've experienced it myself. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, you got to be mature enough to you know what I'm saying, to go your separate ways on a mature way. But if the relationship was always toxic, that ain't gonna happen. So Jeezy, he knew he had himself a hyena. She's a media person. She's all about attention, right? And then she moves her stepmother in, and of course, her stepmother was an old hyena, right? So you know what I'm saying? She's all in her. She's trying. She not what I wouldn't have never moved my stepmom, my not stepmom, but move my mother-in-law in. Hell no. I've had a mother-in-law from hell, and they always gonna preach to the daughter. You know what I'm saying, to do some silly shit, right? And if your wife who's close to a mama like that is taking notes from these old hyenas, they're always going to be in your business, right? So you always got to separate that. So keep them out of your household, keep them out because they ain't got no business. You know what I'm saying? They old bitter type chicks. You know what I'm saying, that want to live vicariously through, what I'm saying, their daughters because they still look good. They can't compete with their daughter. They really want to compete with their daughters and wish that they had access to what their daughters have. And you see a lot of that dynamic going on in the black community, even in the Asian community. You know what I'm saying? In all communities, you got the old dried up women that never, made any accomplishments, and their daughter looked good enough to grab them a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? And now she want to try to control shit from the outside. It's like, no, get your ass on somewhere, old ass hyena. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to, we ain't trying to have that. And Yeezy wasn't having that shit because he see that she was influenced by a fucking mom. So, you know what I'm saying? So, Yeezy ain't trying to be controlled like that. So he laid down the law, and she wasn't with that shit. She thought she was gonna, be able to convince him and what they call it, hand pick him. Man, Yeezy's a dude from the hood, man. He's like, fuck all that. Kick rocks. You know what I'm saying? Kick rocks. And that's what he did. You know what I'm saying? So she's just trying to make it seem like it's worse than it is, because they get all dramatic and bring the theater about abuse and emotional and all this shit, and he cheated and because of the prenup to try to break the prenup. These women are evil, man. And you can't be jumping into shit when you're a millionaire. You got to guard your shit, or these women would get they would take your money, take your sanity. you know. But I think Yeezy okay. I think he got an ironclad type of situation going on there. Even though she's trying to really drag him through the mill and everything. So he's not the fastest, not the strongest, not the flashiest, but his technique is A1. So he knows how to take his opponent's strength away. I agree with that. And Pedro Torres says Crawfish ain't fighting nobody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he fighting this. It's an easy division right now. We don't have a lot of talent out there. You know what I'm saying? That exceptional talent. You know what I'm saying? To keep these guys humble and keep them sharp. You know what I'm saying? He beat EJ Pedro and badly. And so that's why I say, man, when you fight, you got to make sure that you're on top of your game, man. Because nobody's going to give you, any any deference for, coming up, showing up short in the fight. So that's why I'm angry with EJ because he didn't show up 100. You know what I'm saying? Pedro says, man, that fight didn't count. He said Crawfish was on steroids. You know what I'm saying? So, we ain't gonna go into that. We'll be on another day when we're arguing about that shit, man. It's like there's so much craziness, because you already know Crawford went with Snack and so there's a lot of stuff, when you get a PED scientist in your corner, what I'm saying? It's weird, bro. It's a lot of weird stuff. So he says Crawford just was better. I thought EJ wasn't ready. And Pedro says I'm EJ all day and I can't front, but the man. He says, Eden the remix says some were born with so much adversity coming out of the womb. Yes. He says two make it two being basic. It's a miracle. He said, let alone famous. He said, then get to the tip, and one more thing is the straw that breaks the camel's back. Man, very profound, bro. Very profound. You know what I'm saying? And that's true. And you just never know, saying where a man's limits are. That flash point that's just gonna make a man just go off the edge. And what's going on, Kevin Rigo? What's happening, bro? And I just hate to see this for my brother because he has so much talent, bro. He has so much talent in his little finger that a lot of guys, saying going all out. And it's like, wow, man. It's like, God is like it's just he give you so much, man. And if you abandon your gifts, he'll take it away from you, man. That's just what I believe. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, once you abandon what God has given you, it's like, bro, the downfall is terrible. And he has a lot of enemies. He has a lot of enemies in this industry. A lot of people want to see the Charlos fall, and it's sad, bro. It's really fucking sad to see Jamel and Jamal, saying kind of just kind of get diminished in this way, and they're doing it to themselves. It's bad when other people, shit on you, but then when you start doing things to like make people right. Saying like AJ drinking or getting into car crashes and not being prepared and things like that. Saying like you can't really all the fanship getting behind them. Saying it's for nothing. Saying if you're just gonna go out here, come to the fight on painkillers, high, if you break your ribs in training, bro, saying, postpone the fight. Saying? Postpone the fight. Because there's not gonna be people are not gonna say that, you wasn't right. Saying? People are not gonna say that you went through, you couldn't see, because you had cataracts, so you have to get all that figured out before you get to your biggest fight. Yeah, I mean, he should know that. He said, "Sad, these dudes falling off fast." Yes, they are. They falling off too fast, and then and it comes from not fighting enough. You know what I'm saying? If you fight enough, he should have knew from that Ugas fight when he kept getting caught with the same shot that he needed his eyes fucking fixed. Bud shocked the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that these guys are not taking care of business, man. Not taking care of business. Debo the God says, just because you took a loss doesn't mean you got to go into retirement. Well, it's other shit probably going on too, Debo the God. It's things that we don't know. So it's more than just, taking a loss. It's other things too, so that we're not privy to. He says Bud versus Porter was a harder fight than he had against EJ. He said EJ didn't understand that Crawford power too, and he is fast, and he couldn't walk down. He couldn't walk him down like everybody else. I think it's more to it than that, Debo. So it's more than we privy to. We've seen EJ fight. And that night that was not the same EJ, and it wasn't because of what Crawford was doing. It's certain things that EJ do in the ring that we didn't see, and Crawford, once he realized that EJ wasn't all the way there, he went in. He's officially earned the Canelo fight. Well, I mean, if Canelo want to give it to him, that'd be an interesting fight to see. But it's a lose-lose situation for Canelo. Really, it's a lose-lose situation. Pedro says, I'm looking for EJ to come back, but I don't like him and his trainer are fighting over money. He said, I'm looking for EJ to come. Yeah, EJ gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? But what EJ are we gonna get? Are we gonna get an EJ that's revamped? It's just kind of hard to say. You know, who's gonna train EJ? Is Derek James, is he going to pay Derek James? Is Derek James going to feel some kind of way? Are the relationship going to be the same? You know what I'm saying? They seem to have a strictly business relationship as it is. It don't seem like this mentor type, you know what I'm saying, this praising mentor type of situation now. It seems like it's just strictly business. Derek James don't even seem to get into the weight of his fighters. You know what I'm saying? Look at Ryan Garcia. Came in 3 pounds over. You know, Derek James didn't say shit about that. You know what I'm saying? He don't seem to care about that stuff. All he care about is the skills part, right? He says, "Yeah, bro. I said I was hoping we could catch up while you were here. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was hoping to see you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a week off that week. That's why I was coming on every day." And he says, Tyson was on Barbara Walters with Robin Givens. His next fight, Buster Douglas knocked him out soon after Desiree Washington accused him of grape on at 3 a.m. Booty call. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's that kind of shit I'm talking about. That emotional turmoil shit, man. It be fucking up our people, man. It's like we can't be great for too long before life catch up with us. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, soon as we take a little drink of that yak, it's like shit. You know what I'm saying? We liable to do anything out there, get caught up. You know what I'm saying? You know, especially Tyson with all the dudes that was meaning him no good around him. Tyson hung out with the worst. You know, he hung out. I mean, he knew the dude that kidnapped the dude, the little kid from Paid in Full. Tyson was around all that shit. He knew them guys personally. You know what I'm saying? He was hanging out in that crowd. Back in Paid in Full, he used to hang out with them dudes. You know what I'm saying? The Yellow Gang and the Purple Gang and all them guys and stuff. He was up in that shit. Not that he participated, but I'm just saying he hung out. You know what I'm saying? When all the shooting and shit saved people lives and all this kind of shit. So I'm like, dude, you a heavyweight champion of the world. What are you doing hanging out with these drug dealers? You know what I'm saying? Bill was gonna slaughter him. Yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? Bill was gonna destroy David Morrell. David Morrell doesn't got the experience yet. He definitely don't. He says Bill clean work. Yes he is. He keep it simple too. He don't do a lot of fancy shit. You know, says Bill is too big and too experienced. That's what I say, Alex. That's what I say. He said Bill is a problem. You know, what I'm saying he is a huge problem, man. Boy look like a Catholic choir boy. You know what I'm saying, but he would whip your ass. He says, I think anybody in this division can beat him, Bivol. Huh? You said I don't think anybody in the division. I don't think so either. You know, Bill was just man. His I think some people they can master their craft, and it's going to be hard to beat them. And I don't think there's no talent at 175 except for maybe Arthur Beterbiev that can beat him. And I think that was a convenient injury. That was a convenient injury, if you ask me. That was very convenient injury. Uh, he says boxing, anything can happen. You're right, Charles. You're right. He says Bivol is fighting someone else. He said the guy name starts with a R. You know, I thought he was fighting David Morrell. He said he's going to dominate. Towel thrown in. You already know. You know what I'm saying? He says rich black men are targets. Yep. You know what I'm saying? He says you got the link. Oh yeah, unplug. I got it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm up in the comments, so I'm trying to read everybody's stuff. So if I missed you, you know what I'm saying? That's just me coming down. Even the remix says I'm not saying all women, of course not. He says we can't blame these women with these dumb dudes. That's tender. Okay, no doubt. He says when your mind leads you with your wood, that's your fault. Yeah, you got to be careful. He says no StreamYard link. Yeah, link right there, bro. Eden remix say he said a lot of these young brothers don't know how to deal with women trying to destroy them. Hey man, they'll blindside you, bro. He said, "Who going against 2 cents?" Hey, she just starting up, so she's gonna have a lot of detractors. So she'll learn how to deal with it in her own way. Very intelligent sister, man. Love her content. Make sure y'all subscribe to 2 Cents Boxing. He says our people are hard headed and don't want to see the next go to the next level, and that's true. That is very true. There's always somebody that take these rappers, people who make it. There's always somebody from their own city, their own town that take them out, bro. Somebody who's jealous, just like they took out your boy. What was his name? The one with the braids. I forgot his name, but they took him out, man. Some jealous dude, in and out of jail. Somebody who ain't got shit going on, and he probably helped that dude. It's probably the same dude. He probably paid his light bill, probably helped him with groceries. The same guy would take you out, bro. Hate to say it. Charles Thomas says, with all due respect, Poole said you always have negative energy for Crawford. Why? You already know. If you've been watching my channel, I ain't got to get into that. You already know why I don't like Crawford. I don't want to get into it, but Crawford is a good fighter, man. It's just that, yeah, Nipsey Hussle. You're right, hands down. Nipsey Hussle, you know. Yeah, I always have negative because I don't like the way he moved. You know what I'm saying? I think we could have had a golden era of welterweight boxing. And I think he stayed out the fray. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you're just not gonna agree if you're Crawford, you advocate for Crawford, so this is not gonna happen. That's the negative energy though. He stayed out the fray of when everybody was fighting. Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Ugas, Udanis Ugas, I think he would have beat all those guys. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I keep it honest. I think he would have beat him, but he stayed out the fray, so he didn't get the wear and tear that I think they would have put on him. And I don't like guys who wait to the finish line, saying wait for somebody to gather all the belts. Come on now, you know this stuff. Come on now. I don't want to get in all that. Pookie G says it's cool, champ. He says you are unbeatable and always been the real deal. He says I still believe in you. Hopefully you'll be cool. He said I understand what's happening. Just follow your craft. Exactly, Pookie G. He says, "What's up, Pool? What's going on, Cash Crypto in the building, bro? What's happening, bro?" He said, "Eden Remix says family will swindle you out of your socks. Yes, sir. Rearrange the wheels, strip the house, and the whole nine. Man, you already know. It don't take but $10,000 life insurance policy to make that shit happen." He says, "Our people need an intervention. Man, do we? Man, we need to be remade into something else, my nigga. It's like this ain't it." He says righteousness. Yeah. Cameron Ringo say. That's what I call the paddy wagon. That's what slaves ran away. The Irish overseas, go find them, play lady, be called police play. Police play protected slave owners' property and retrieve slave owner property. hmm He says, Pedro Torres says, like someone said in the chat, the days of strong trainers and managers keep their fighters in check has been long gone, man. That's huge right there, bro. He says they used to keep the fighters on a straight narrow path, not no more. That's true. That's true. That's very true. And he says Charlos were raised by single mothers. They are very emotional. Most of these, most of the best black fighters were raised by single mothers. Tank, Crawford, the twins, all had to go to go to boxing to channel abuse. I understand. You're right. You're right. And as you can see, that traumatic shit, it makes some of the best fighters, at the same time they're unstable. You know what I'm saying? Mentally they're unstable. He says 2 cents to hear you. He says 2 cents you hear it down to just Osterin. Now it's Nandronone. They say he had three. They said from what I hear he had three fucking things in his system. Didn't confirm. He says how you said Hangianites got their finger crossed. I mean, I think it just is what it is, Cash Crypto. I don't think Hangianites saying they didn't put that shit in the system. You know what I'm saying? He did that shit just to upstage Devin. And when you go to those links, what I'm saying, it's dirty. You know what I'm saying? It's dirty and what I'm saying, it's no sportsmanship in boxing. He just wanted to get that one up on Dev, and he's trying to milk it because he's every chance he get. Tell me he beat Devin ass, and what I'm saying, all the hate, all the people who hate Devin, they enjoying that. You know what I'm saying? But that just shows you he's undeserving to be a champion. Cressing single mothers is the system in our community. hmm He says the worst type of women you come across is entitled wives with a high earning husband. They want to pop shit off like they got the check. He says, and don't mind. burning the house down if it's not their way. Hey man, I think Beyonce kind of fucked up, women's minds and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think they fucked up women's mind, man. They got a hive like mentality, to have this ego, to develop this ego to where they want to challenge men. You know what I'm saying? While men hands are tied behind their back by social conditions and stuff. If we get back like them niggas that was like in the 60s and shit, in the 50s and shit, you know what I'm saying? This shit would be corrected tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? Men hands are tied behind their back because it's socially unacceptable to check women. Um, Eden Remix says, Crip says, I haven't heard any of the pro boxers say they believe Ryan cheated because they want to stay out off that black side. They want to stay, say on the side that, that wanted the Haney's to take a L to be humble, just like Deontay Wilder. People wanted Deontay Wilder to be humble. You know what I'm saying? When he came out and he said, till this day, you know what I'm saying? To this day, you know what I'm saying? That was like a shot of revolution. That was like the Black Panthers and stuff, you know what I'm saying, screaming out against law enforcement. They want to silence those kind of things that's gonna um help gather black people to work behind each other. All we need is a rallying cry, and they're gonna squelch anything that'll get black people to get behind something that we believe in. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna break it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. They're gonna break that shit. You know what I'm saying? And when he said that, he was doomed. You know what I'm saying? Anytime black people they feel like somebody's a threat to congregate, you know what I'm saying, and motivate blacks and stuff, they're gonna destroy you. You know what I'm saying? That's America. That's just this country, you know. He said Scotty is broken over that. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm like way behind. I talked about that a long time ago. Cash Crypto says, yeah, eating. It ain't looking good for Haney fanatics. He said they might be going MIA soon again. Well, I mean, if that B sample come up, I think it's going to be silence. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be silence. If that B sample come up fucked up, guess what? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Devin still lost. He can't take it back. But how did that make Ryan look? You know what I'm saying? He don't care. You know what I'm saying? He's still you know what I'm saying, he's still enjoying his victory lap, you know what I'm saying, of beating Dev the way he did, which was despicable. He said if you raised by a single mothers train their sons not to respect black male authority, starting with their actual fathers, real talk. Well, they've been trained that way since the 60s. Feminism came in and what I'm saying that was the start of it. They used to go from household to household spreading that shit. You know what I'm saying? All it is white survivalism. You know what I'm saying? So they know that if we get, if we get behind each other, it's over. You know what I'm saying? We stop populating America and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They can't have that. So they got to always put out the propaganda, you know what I'm saying, to keep us looking like we're criminals. They actually think that 14% of the population do 50% of the crime. Really? Like really, that don't even make sense intellectually. They know that. It's just a ploy. That's why they got social media. You know. Even Remix says single mothers tell their sons that fathers ain't shit. Yeah. He says, and they don't have to listen to them. He said when they get old, they become wild and rely on emotional for logics. I mean, when you see your mother throw a shoe at you because you didn't make the bed or because you peed in the bed or whatever it is growing up, you know what I'm saying? That's just a part of hood culture. I was raised by a single mom, you know what I'm saying, but I had uncles that made me get out there and work. You know what I'm saying? Made me get up under a car, made me change the tire. You know what I'm saying? We need a village. It takes a village to raise a young man. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? He says, I believe that Earl Spence Jr. has the potential to beat Crawford at a higher weight and with the same focus he had before the Crawford fight. Yeah, he just got to heal. He just, don't go for the money. Just make sure you enter the ring, yourself. And I think it'll be a better fight. I'm not saying he'll beat Crawford, but I think he'll do way better than he did that night. Crip Haney said, was it here yet? He said this fight was supposed to propel Devin to elite consideration. He said it didn't pan out. No, because you got a cheating ass nigga like Ryan wanted to got they say he got 3 goddamn shits in the system that they found. And I'm like, bro, You know, that B sample should be that shit should be floor color. That shit should be purple, green, yellow. That should have all kind of shit in it. You know, it said Pedro says you can't be flossing when you don't have any money coming in. He says mall women try to get half. Some no good lawyer got her ear. Of course, you know he smelled money. They or she smelled money. He said the child's brother will recover. And you know they're a disaster. They're not doing themselves no favors by all the reputation of being violent and drinking and all this kind of stuff. He says Charlo's going to have to go to the AA meeting. Shaking my head. That's okay. You know Oscar De La Hoya. You know what I'm saying he had to go. You know what I'm saying you think he wasn't doing that shit when he was fighting? Shit, and me. He probably won a lot of fights on cocaine. He said Cash Crypto says they got us stuck in a system that designed to put us against each other. Yep. Willie Lynch, bro. Social media is 2.0. Willie Lynch. He says, and instead of realizing it and acting accordingly, the most of us end up doing their work for them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because we caught in the matrix, bro. We really are. He says, oh, damn, I just seen just a mugshot. Yeah. I mean, it's fucked up, man. He says the new women in this YouTube age are not look to stay married long. They want the money. Yeah, because you can make a lot of money running down black men. You know what I'm saying? You really can. What's going on, 2 cents? You back?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back.
Okay. Yeah, so we just running it down. He says they gave him all the fight. He says they gave him all the fight to get Dome money. He said his mind ain't right. He said he's ready to retire. That's why he's going to get this Canelo fight. I think he'll be next, either Belanga or somebody who ain't quite right. That's when Canelo pounds. He said she said Jeezy hit her just to get custody of their child. You know, I'm talking about man. I don't know why the hell, saying he went for that, went for her. Jeezy's ex-wife put a picture out with young Jeezy walking around the house with a gun. He says, "You play with the right ones, you get burned." I'm trying to tell you, man. She's trying to set him up for real, for real. He says, "I'm angry with EJ too, Pool." He said EJ didn't show up for the fight at all. He got punished. Yeah, it is what it is, bro. It happens. It really do. He says it's real bad seeing two kids that look like they were on their way to being let. And that's what I'm saying, bro. If they really just would have stuck with it, and they could have been something different in boxing, bro. Could have been something different. He said they still can be. Uh, yeah, but they got to get out of this victim mode, and they got to get themselves together, So EJ was weight drained. I believe it. You know what I'm saying? Eden Remix says I agree, but you can't put that on Box Rec. You can't put that shit on Box Rec that I was drained. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna say Crawford beat your ass, bro. That's what it's gonna say. Crawford beat your ass. That's what it's gonna say. EJ could have gotten himself checked out after the Ugas fight. Say he let his fans down by saying things he was going to do, but knowing he wasn't healthy, still team man down. But that one hurt. Yeah, it did. I had to get off this bitch for a second. I had to come on back, but I was fucked up about it. Devin too. He said EJ should go to both. Oh man, that's conflict of interest right there. That's conflict of interest. That's somebody. How you gonna train somebody that could possibly fight your son at 154? That ain't happening. Tori, what's up? What's going on, bro? He said he cared about the bread. Yeah, because he knew that was the only time he's going to make that much money. I don't know if he got injuries or whatever, but if he felt like I think if EJ felt like he was going to have another big payday, so he would have postponed it. He would have got right. You know what I'm saying?
He
Or he
had
would have
already
did
missed the Pacquiao fight.
yeah with that eye. I mean, usually you don't get cataracts until later on in your career, and if you smoking weed and shit, you ain't
No,
gonna
it's
have
from
no
that eye
cataract.
surgery.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying he was talking about he got cataracts, right? And
Well, it's
I'm
because
like,
he had to
bro,
get that surgery for the torn retina, and usually
mm,
when people get those surgeries, it develops. You start to develop cataracts. It's like a
oh,
side effect of the surgery.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I did not know that. Pedro Torres says, Jesus had to take care of her home family. That's crazy. Well, it shouldn't be too much. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker eating nothing but noodles over there and shit. You know what I'm saying? It'd be all right. You know what I'm saying? Be that God says, did you see Tank and Devin at the club having an exchange? You know what I'm saying? I saw a flash of it, but I thought it was one of those remakes. You know what I'm saying? I saw it on Instagram. I saw a flash of it, but I didn't look at it. And you know, what's up with Tank, man, with that?
You
What
know,
you think? What's up?
I felt like this is why I got kicked off the panel, right?
Hmm.
They was asking why is Tank pushing up on Devin and how Tank using Devin name to sell his fight. And I was like, well, actually, Tank is keeping Devin relevant after he got that ass whooping. I said, Tank talking shit about Devin and pushing up on Devin is taking people's attention away from that fight, and now they're focusing on, oh, I want to see Devin and Tank fight. He's keeping him relevant, and they not even talking about Ryan Garcia no more. They saying how they want to see Devin fight Tank.
Well,
So
let me
to
ask you
me,
this. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah. So I was like, to me, I think it's a good idea. I think it's good for marketing. It's
But
in
let me
my
ask you.
opinion.
Well, let me ask you this, 2 Cent. Do you think that's why he's doing it?
Um, I can't say like he really just sat there and was like, "I'm gonna push up on Devin to take." I don't think that's like consciously why he's doing it, but he's probably doing it because he's been sick of them riding and talking about his name all this time while he was locked up and on house arrest and talking shit about him and saying how he knocked him out. You know, they've been talking a lot of shit about Tank. Tank, 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 Tank. Every time Bill talking, he brings up Tank. So he seen him out somewhere and he just pressed up on him. I don't think he was gonna do nothing for real. Just causing a little scene.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. I think Tank got about 2 to 3 fights left. He wants to get up out of here while
He
he's
said he got
young,
six
and
or
then,
seven. He said he got a 7 fight deal, and I think they
mhm.
paid him. He got like a three or $400 million deal or something like that.
And I think that'll be it for Tank. You know what I'm saying? I think he want Devin to be part of that deal. I think he want Devin. I think he wants Ryan Garcia. I think for sure. And I can't, and Shakur Stevenson. I think those are 3 fights in that deal that he wants. And I
And he
think
said a
he's,
pit bull rematch. He said that he talked about it in the interview.
oh my God, that's going to be off the chain, especially with Pitbull. He's got something to fight for now. He's a champion. And let me tell y'all something. When a guy becomes a champion, they fight different. I don't think the result is going to be different. But when a guy's a champion, like when EJ fought Kell Brook was different. He was different when he fought Sean Porter or any other fight. He fought Earl. When people fought, people don't understand, man. When you are that dude, people fight. People fight their best. They bring their best. And EJ had to fight motherfuckers when they were champions. Y'all know, if you're boxing fans, you should know better. You should know better. You know what I'm saying? When you look at football and the team Alabama, saying that when they were number one, everybody fought, even the little shitty teams fought Alabama different. They was 3 times better than they ever was because they wanted to be the ones to break that streak, to give them that L. You know what I'm saying? So they raised the level of competition and skill game plan when they fight against somebody who's perceived to be the best. Sean Porter said he wanted to give EJ that L. You know what I'm saying? He didn't fight like that when he went against Crawford. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
He
he
didn't have
did.
the same kind of tenacity. Y'all got to look at these things and stop bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? This man had 3 trainers. This motherfucker had 3 trainers. This motherfucker had all kind of help to get himself in top shape. He went all out. That nigga went Dragon Ball Z on EJ. And EJ came in off a fat camp and beat that man. And this is why EJ suffered. Because he didn't go in there in top condition like he should have. He didn't take care of himself. Y'all got to recognize, man, and stop bullshitting, man. It's like these guys came. I mean, look at when a guy's at his best and recognize that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why the fuck he got rid of Blu-ray, but that's when he was at his best, when he was training with Blu-ray. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. I want to see fighters come in at their best and perform at their best and see a great fight, win or lose. Even if Crawford won that fight, if they would have just both been at their best, I would say, man, that was a hell of a fight. You know what I'm saying? Some Crawford fans just think Crawford is that much better than EJ. I don't think that. I think EJ wasn't himself. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen him fight before. You know what I'm saying? And we all know that EJ, you know what I'm saying, he's way more active than that. You know what I'm saying? We know he's way more accurate than that. And Crawford wasn't even moving like that. So I'm just telling you, you don't have to bleed pool kind of boxing, but if you want an honest opinion, you better stick with this channel. He says, Cash Crypto says, Crawford, that nigga, he says, that hides in a hole during the war, then pops out and tries to get the last kill after everyone is wounded and shit. Exactly. What's going what's going on, Kevin? He says my bad voice messed up all the time, got me sounding crazy. And he says,
But yeah, that's why I
it's,
think
mhm.
he's talking about these. Tank is talking about these people that he wants to fight. I mean, it only makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, man, boxing is really gonna miss Tank. What I'm saying, if he was to fall out, really, Tank got boxing on his back. What I'm saying, he really's carrying boxing on his back because everybody wants to see Tank. If Tank was to exit left, stage left on boxing right now, shit, who do we really have to look forward to? What I'm saying? I mean, who do you really want to see fighting today besides a Javante Tank Davis? He's carrying boxing on his back. He is literally the new Floyd Mayweather. I mean, do y'all guys agree with that?
Yeah. I mean, who
He
who
is,
and it's amazing that he's doing it at this 135 division. Them little small guys don't be big names like that.
yeah, he's literally like Floyd, man. The man. I mean, he don't even want the belt. He don't even want to. He don't even care about belts. And people want to see him fight. They don't care who he fight. Yeah, he's the black Canelo. What I'm saying, in the black community, people love Tank. You know, I mean, I myself, I love Tank. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he just, I mean, man, and he just got it. Some fighters got that it factor. You know what I'm saying? And no matter what, and he's not the most articulate motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You can see him stuttering, but people love that shit about Tank.
I
Everything
mean, he a
about him, yeah.
fighter. They ain't the most intelligent people in the world.
Yeah, but I mean, he honest. You know what I'm saying? He's honest about where he come from, and he's a powerful, powerful fighter, man. People love that shit too, since they love knockout artists, and he's more than a knockout artist. But you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
He says childhood, youth, young trauma can easily be reversed, changed. So you have to seek it within and destroy your own demons, man. Stoic slugger, that's some philosophical shit. But people get destroyed by their demons every day. You know what I'm saying? Every day be them demons just be shit come back. And we in the black community, we need therapy bad. And we don't believe in therapy. If a motherfucker got mental problems and shit, the motherfucker just think you need a slap side the head and you think right. So that's what we think. You need an ass whipping in the black community. If you crazy, what I'm saying? We think one ass whipping to take care of that. Somebody have, we just recently start like recognizing what's that shit called, anxiety. We really just start recognizing anxiety. A lot of guys got anxiety. What I'm saying? You don't even realize why you snap on, your old lady, why you be snapping, why you get triggered so easily. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas let shit build up on them and we don't say shit. You know what I'm saying? And then once something happened, then you acting like a damn what I'm saying, somebody crazy in the house. That's because you let so much shit slide. You got to check that shit when it happened so it don't build up. And I recognize that by myself. Because people thought I was crazy as hell, you know what I'm saying? But when I snap, you know what I'm saying, you can see it on here sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Some people trigger me and I be like, nigga, y'all see a whole nother dude up in here. Y'all like, damn, pull kind of boxing. God damn. You know what I'm saying? You'll be like, damn, man, he ain't, damn. I say, he a real nigga like that. He's like, yeah, I'm like that, my nigga. But, that's what it is, man. You got to let that shit out, bro. It's, cathartic to, just be real about yourself and not let shit slide when shit get to you. Don't try to hide that shit because it builds up. And I think a lot of these fighters, they let shit build up on them. They let shit slide. They go to the gym and they think they hit the bag a couple of times, knock a couple people out and sparring, and they think that's it. It's good. No, that shit's still riding with you, my brother. You know what I'm saying? And that shit gonna come out in a bad way later on, especially when it's emotional. Because niggas don't really talk about emotions and stuff like that. It's soft, but we let it ride and that shit build up. and then all of a sudden you snap. You running on a bridge butt naked. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, shit just happened until you don't know why you acting this way. It's because you let all this shit build up on you, man. It's like you can't roll like that. You say I had uncles too. Say I had, yeah, man. My uncles were hardcore, man. You wasn't fit to sit your ass in the house watching cartoons, nigga. You fit to get out here. So I had a uncle down in St. Petersburg, and my mom, she was sick, and saying I was out of school for a little bit, and he used to make me go. He had a Savage yard, and he used to make me go around and grab them washing machines and break them shits down with a torch. You know what I'm saying? So I always worked, even when I was a little kid, throwing watermelons in the watermelon field, killing armadillos and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I always worked, bro, all my life. So I always had a great work ethic. You know what I'm saying? I think we need to bring that back instead of playing video games and what I'm saying, playing Grand Theft Auto, living in these fantasy worlds and shit like that. We got to get out here and work, bro. You know what I'm saying? Build your legacy. You know what I'm saying? Build yourself. Make your own path. You don't have to get up under, females that see, you don't understand female nature. You know what I'm saying? If you raised up under a single mom, you see it, but you don't recognize it. You don't know what to call it. So if you didn't have your father there, you know what I'm saying, you ready to crash out for your mom. You ready to crash out for your female cousins and stuff. But you got to sit back, man. You're gonna do, 10 to 20 killing a nigga over your first cousin, female first cousins. You know what I'm saying? It's like that shit start early. You know what I'm saying, with us. I mean, I was with a baseball bat waiting for a nigga that was on crack that was beating my cousin. You know what I'm saying? I was about to kill him. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, bro, I thought about that thing. I was like, man, I was ready to crash out on this dude. Luckily, he didn't come home. You know what I'm saying? So, we be making adult decisions that's gonna affect our lives forever. You know what I'm saying? Through our family. It starts with our family. And then when we become men, what I'm saying, we make bad decisions, as we get older. That's why I went to the military, you know what I'm saying? Because, I had to get away from that. You know what I'm saying? I had to get away from that because I was, emotional man would hurt something, will destroy something. You got to get some discipline, got to get a new perspective. You know what I'm saying? Got to see some of the world. And I think the military is good for that. Not during war, but what I'm saying, just to get in there, just to, so you can meet other people, get a different perspective and see some of the world and see how other people do, what I'm saying, meet, what I'm saying, to expand your horizons. Stoic Slugger says, can't point the finger at your parents all your life. That's true. But at the same time, your parents are your first teachers. And sometimes some people don't have parents, they have a parent. But luckily for some people, when I was growing up, you still had a village. You had uncles, aunties that was very strong willed, and they made you get out the fucking house. They didn't let you sit on your ass. You know what I'm saying? You had to go out there and do something as a man. They expected things out of you. You had to come home, you had to straighten up your bed before you left the house. You had certain chores and responsibilities, and these kids don't have that. I had to go to church. My mama would put a turn of goddamn Vaseline on my face, pick out my hair. I had an afro, busted brown shoes and shit, walking down the street to go to church. You know what I'm saying? And you had a discipline. You know what I'm saying? Church, what I'm saying, made you what I'm saying, have a respect for life and elders. Nobody don't have respect anymore. You go down the street, these young people would disrespect you in a minute. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, nigga, I'm like 5 times your age, my nigga, and you looking at me like I ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like for real? You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it's the designer drugs that these kids are on, but they act like they aliens. You know what I'm saying? They act like they don't understand other black people. I'm afraid of these young people because they just don't have the moral values that I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? Stoic Slugger says 50 years old man blaming his father for how his life turned to stupid. I don't think people do that. I don't think people do that. I just think because we didn't grow up with the greatest economy. You know what I'm saying? Like, life ain't the same as like 30, 40 years ago where you could work one job and take care of family. Times have changed. You know what I'm saying? You got to be part of so the upper class. You know what I'm saying? Even that has moved and shifted. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not part of the green community, if you're not part of, you don't have a high tech trade or something like that, you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? So some people made it, but you can't look down on the people that had circumstances that, you know what I'm saying, they couldn't make the adjustment. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going on in our community. You know, you have the haves and the have nots. You know what I'm saying? And it's not good to be one of the people that have, because those motherfuckers that don't have shit, they coming. They coming. I don't give a
Well,
fuck if
nobody
you
want to
live.
work for nothing no more. They just want to take it,
Well, that's why
and
when you
they
look
get
on,
to the social media get let people live in a false reality. That's
yeah,
part of the
and
issue.
that's why when you see women today, they want scammers. You know what I'm saying? They don't want the garbage man. You know what I'm saying? They don't want the school teacher. You know what I'm saying? They don't want nobody working a 9 to 5. They want somebody who's who can supply them this fake lifestyle
They
that
want
they
somebody who
see.
going to jail.
Basically, you know what I'm saying? What can a man from jail do you except for, learn other scams that eventually is going to get them put away even more time? It's like, so you risking your youth. You know, you only got 10 years, 10 to 15 years as a woman to make a right decision. You know what I'm saying? That biological clock is ticking. And that long as social media can introduce things to mess up that part of your life. You know what I'm saying? You can't get that time back. You know what I'm saying? I can't complain. You know, I've had like some good women in my life. You know what I'm saying? And that just, I was lucked out because I have met some serious bastards in my life that was truly evil. Some terminal motherfuckers that just, if I could turn a corner, I've met people that if I could turn a corner and choke their ass out, I would have done it. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that just don't deserve to be in this world. I hate to say that, but it's true. And they are here to cause destruction because they're terminal and they don't have no God in their life. And I've met people like that when I was, on Skid Row. And let me tell you something, man. I was on Fulton Industrial, and when I tell you, when I saw Fulton Industrial, man, I almost cried, bro, because my life was just going to shit. And when I tell you, I had to deal with people getting shot. I mean, how many people have I seen get shot? I'm talking about over in Atlanta, Fulton Industrial. I was security, and for this little rinky-dink fucking hotel, A to C. And when I tell you that I've seen people get their ass beat, I've seen this one Gucci Man was doing videos over there. And when I tell you I've seen some shit, I've seen the worst human conditions. I've seen children getting abandoned. I've seen the worst of us. And we got to do better, people. We got to do. I've seen crack. Man, I should write a book. I really should, but I don't want to. I don't want to get on that. I don't want to get on. I've seen some shit, man. And it's like, and I'm not like, wallowing in self pity and all this shit. No, I built myself up again. You know what I'm saying? Every time I have a downfall, you know what I'm saying? I always pick myself up. And a good woman, let me tell y'all something. A good black woman will help you, bro. If you find it's nothing better than a good black woman, especially an educated black woman. You know what I'm saying? To help you. They are your help me. We got to find each other again. Now, I am older, and the women that I deal with, they come from that time period. So they're not like these bitter chicks that that was hoeing back in the days and was trying to come up. So some women that's from that era. You know what I'm saying? And if you can find you a queen that's on her shit, that's gonna ride or die with you, you got you something special, bro. You better keep it and stop looking for these beige hoes, you know what I'm saying, that just want your money. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that shit ain't gonna work. Eden the remix says Pool said social media is Willie Lynch 2.0. That's really deep, man. Yeah, that's you already know, because all every time you click on this shit, Eden the remix, all you see is black men ain't this, or black women ain't that. It's designed to destroy us. You know what I'm saying? People who feed into it, these people are getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Paid agents to keep this narrative going. So people believe that's what it is. When in real life, nothing but black men marry black women. You know what I'm saying? Black men are not looking for white women. You know what I'm saying? We're not. You know what I'm saying? Most black men are looking for a queen. You know what I'm saying? But they trying to create this social condition to where they think we're at each other throats and we're not. You know what I'm saying? That's just a social media bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Don't believe the hype, bro. You know what I'm saying? Do not believe that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of women that's Generation Z, they fall into that shit because that's what they came up under. But us who know better, we need to teach better. We need to see more of our people that's positive thinking on there on this social media, but it's not going to get any play. But I do see more black women that are married starting to come out. People who are married starting to push against that narrative, though. I do see that they're just not going to get the same. They're not going to get the same publicity or the same likes and all that stuff. It's not going to blow up like the drama do because black people love the hate. They love the drama. What's going on, Mr. Moet? He says, "Yeah, you talking truth and wisdom, no doubt, bro. You know how I do." And he says, "Baby boom's uncles taught you how to work, fight, and how to spin, how to handle how to handle what percent." He says, "Your uncle taught me 52 blocks when I was 11." Didn't he though? And not only did your uncle was the first one to beat your ass, you know what I'm saying? He grabbed you with them big ass hands, lift your ass up, told you to stop being a pussy. And you know what I'm saying, taught you how to take a lick. He hit you hard in the chest, you know what I'm saying? And you know, got that little soft shit out of you. Cause your mama saw that shit and she's like, leave my baby alone. And he just tossed your ass over to the other couch. You know, say your uncle was the one who threw your ass out there in the 12 feet and made you swim. You know what I'm saying? I had uncles like that. You know, they were assholes, but you know what I'm saying, they get drunk and you go out there on the lake and he throw your ass out there, you know, in the deep part. You know, so he was ready to grab you now. You know, you sunk, but God damn it, you got them swam too. In Florida, we swam with the alligators. So, you know, so you had a lot of shit on your mind when you went out there. Pedro says EJ needs to get that hunger for boxing back. Yes, he do. And you know, we don't, once you get that money, like Marvin Hagler say, and I know it's a cliche, and he says it's hard to to run 10 miles when you're sleeping in silk sheets, and that shit holds true today. That was he should his family should get some money for that shit because that shit is like the most philosophical thing that works to this day, that we see in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Even though Hagler, he had, he went out kind of bad. You know what I'm saying? Where he just, him and Sugar Ray, and I wish he could have ran it back, but I don't think Sugar Ray was gonna give him no damn rematch. Pedro says EJ needs to get that hunger back. Yes, sir. Mr. Wade says EJ is partially retired. I think so. He says, what do you know about Buster Brown? Hey man, them Buster Brown shoes was that motherfucker used to have motherfuckers. True, you come with some damn Buster Browns, boy, motherfucker were clowning the shit out of you, boy. Especially, Buster Brown's kind of transition from the Afro era to the 80s, you know what I'm saying, when motherfuckers was wearing sneakers. Because people didn't wear sneakers like that back in the day. You know, the hardest things were Chuck Taylors and the white and black Chuck Taylors and stuff like that. But people were wearing dress shoes and shit, man. You was considered somebody, you know what I'm saying, if you wore dress shoes and shit, you know. And but Buster Browns was, that was the shit for poor people, going to church and shit like that, going to functions and stuff like that, them round, them big ass brogans and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you put that grease on your face and your mama was proud to have your little ass in a little ugly ass 70s suit going to goddamn church. He says, "Fool, you already out." He said, "Get those thoughts on paper." I should think about it. 'Cause I've seen a lot of shit y'all wouldn't believe. I was I was I was in there in a room where this chick was going at it with her brothers. We had about 8 people, nine, gonna say eight, probably about 6 people that staying in a room, right, together, a family. They had lost their house, they had a voucher for Section 8, so they would come to the hotel where I was doing security. And she was going at it with her brother and she threw the baby. Her brother, they got into a fight and she had a newborn baby in her hand. And we went up there to see what the ruckus was. Went up there and she threw the fucking baby. I caught the baby, landed on the bed, and they were going at it like goddamn niggas. They were going at it like, I'm talking about, they was trying to kill each other. And the mama was screaming and everybody was screaming. I caught the baby. Nobody gave a damn. The mama didn't even go for the baby. And I'm holding the baby. When I tell you, it's more stories than that. I talked to a chick that got shot in the chest right after I talked to her. And she went up, she was on drugs. Everybody was on drugs over there. And she got shot in the chest by a dude that used to cut my hair. And he was selling heroin and mollies. And I didn't even know. I mean, I figured he was doing something. He had a backpack, but he was cool. You know what I'm saying? He cut my hair, did a good job. and went right up the street. And the chick said that he had a little penis, and he shot her. You know what I'm saying? They got into it, both high, both high. You know what I'm saying? And man, bro, I should write a book, bro. I mean, it's a lot, bro. It's a lot. I went through a lot over there. He said I met my old lady, and we got the hell up out of there, bro. It was crazy. I spent like 2 years over there. Dante says, I just rather stay to myself. One baby mama that's crazy as hell, man. You know, get out of there, bro, because you don't want to end up in prison. That's no place for a black man. That's no place for a black man. I tell you that right now. He said, I agree. If you speak on it, he said, try to solve the problem. Yes, sir. Because if you carry that, bro, it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out in a negative way, and people gonna think that's what you like. No, you just going through something that you need therapy for. And I've never been one to like say go to therapy. I always thought you had to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps and all this shit. But that's bullshit. Some people need help. Some people need professional help, and I don't know how you find that because not all therapists are for you, right? But you need an uncle, somebody you could talk to, somebody who's cool. And that happened to be my nephew. Man, my nephew was like one of the smoothest, coolest dudes that he got his shortcomings, but he don't have all the wisdom, but he's very wise for his youth, for his age, you know what I'm saying? And he always kept me grounded and stuff because his uncle kind of wild as hell. You know what I'm saying? He says, my uncle used to throw a football at me hard as hell. Ain't that the shit? You know what I'm saying? Ain't that's how they gonna rough you up some kind of way. And you gonna learn today not to be old punk. They don't want to see back in the day, it was all about not being gay. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to grow up to be a sissy. So they were gonna put you through some stuff. You know what I'm saying? That you don't understand that, but you didn't understand at the time. But even sisters are hard now, you know what I'm saying? Like even not sisters, but you know what I'm saying, even gay people are hard. So now we know, you know what I'm saying, that ain't got shit to do with it. That ain't got shit to do with it. Look at Shannon Sharp. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker hard as hell. That motherfucker beat your ass and shit. And then he'll go out there with his purse and you know what I'm saying, with his tight ass shirts and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I bet you wouldn't fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Shannon Sharp will beat your ass, bro, for real. That boy still built like a tank. He says, nope, my mom hated sneakers. He said I was fighting and sliding. You know what I'm saying? But hey, but you had some point, man, you couldn't come to the bus stop with no goddamn Stacey Adams on, nigga. You would get laughed at. I remember I had brought my mama brought me some damn pro wings and shit. And boy, I went to the damn bus stop and it was like, what are those? What are those? Oh my god, nigga, I got clown like a pro. Y'all remember pro wings? Oh my god, them bitches was like 9.99 from Payless. Oh my god, bro. Pro wings. Oh my god, bro. I tell you, so we had cyberbullying, all this bullying shit that they got going on. Shit, that ain't nothing compared to what we grew up with. I read a book one time walking through my hood like I was white. Just reading a book. I was reading some Japanese novel, right? And I had a dude come up there and slap me upside the head. You think you white, nigga? And we stopped fighting right there. And I never read in public again, goddamn it, because our people are very hard on each other. I got jumped by three. I mean, bro, this stuff that they got going on today, they too soft, man. The kids, they got it easy. You know what I'm saying? They didn't go through the shit that we went through growing up. Fighting was just a part of it. So, when we see these champions and stuff, they had it hard, bro. When you grew up in a hood, it's different hoods now. When you grew up in a Section 8 type place, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of trauma going on with them kids. Their parents don't like them. You know what I'm saying? Their parents don't really pay them no attention. They're getting abused mentally and they come out there and they put hurt on other people's children. You know what I'm saying? So when you grow up in an environment like that, you know what I'm saying, it's you don't know what you're gonna get. Are you gonna get a minister to society? You know what I'm saying? Somebody who don't give a damn, somebody who's gonna reflect that same pain and shit that they went through. You know what I'm saying? And it'll spill out, bro. It'll spill out. So I've seen a lot of guys crash out. You know what I'm saying? And we was in the middle of the crack epidemic. So you got niggas that were making money with these problems. You know what I'm saying? So niggas had the same mama daddy problems, issues, they were making money now. So, it was on a whole nother level. He just fool, my granny made me lotion up with bacon grease. Hey nigga, you ain't the first one. Hey, There's a vegetable oil and stuff. He said, make you shiny, my nigga. Hey, what you know about that? Because we were out of lotion and Vaseline. My nigga, hey, what you talk about? Like a piece of bacon and shit, shining like shit in school.
That is crazy. Bacon grease? Hell
Vegetable
no.
oil.
I'm just gonna be ashy.
Man, you ain't hood unless you done lotioned up with Crisco. You don't know shit about that.
Nah, I ain't hood.
Nigga got cholesterol 370 and shit by the time he ate. You know what I'm saying? He said eating remixes made you tough. It sure did. Or it made you, mentally unstable. So it's crazy, man. It's really crazy. He says, eating remix. I used to watch female cousins in the morning get their hair combed with brandy eyes, and you heard and they always do the burn and shit. Used to always burn their scalp and shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit, and the motherfucker be screaming and shit. He said the '80s was crazy, yes sir. But that hair be straightened out, don't it? They like that look after it was done, though, didn't they? They sure did. You smelled that burnt hair, but that damn hair was looking good, wasn't it? Damn sure was. You know what I'm saying? He said, Mama knew how to make something out of nothing. So that's why you loved it. Even though she had issues, she didn't know how to pick a good man. Um, they always like the bad guys when they're young. They never went and got the lawyer guy. They never went and got the guy who owned a couple of laundromats. Say he was too old and shit and funny looking.
And
But
he
they
was a
always got
drug
that.
dealer too.
Well, I mean, but he knew how to handle business though. You know what I'm saying? He knew how to hide his money. Mama always went for the good looking dude out of prison with the damn muscles and shit. So that's who she wanted. He said, this is the era of them niggas that went in time. He said, this is the era of them niggas that went in time out or the nose in the corner. He says, that shit wasn't even invented when I was a kid. Let me read that again. He said, this era is the niggas that went in time
When in
out.
time out with
Oh,
their nose
went
in
in
the
time.
corner.
Oh yeah, 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 Cash Crypto. You right, man. That shit don't work on no black kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit do not work. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can fear your kid. I do believe your kids got to fear you. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. You know what I'm saying? Not like in a terrifying way, but respect what you think about them and stuff like that. But when you trying to be their friend, they're not gonna respect you, bro. Oh, cornflakes. Oh, my brother. Water. Oh my God, John. I didn't even know you had it like that, bro. I thought you was some kind of corporate lawyer or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You still could be, but I'm just saying baby boomers were pimps. These are those iceberg slim ass niggas. Oh, I remember I read that shit when I was in the eighth grade. Mm, possibly seventh grade when I read Iceberg Slim. That shit changed my life. Because it taught you what, those gutter snipe female nature was like. You know what I'm saying? And when you read Pimp, I'm telling you something, man. You read Pimp and Donna Goins books when you're growing up, that shit changed your whole perspective. 'Cause I grew up thinking women with sugar and spice and everything nice. No, they just niggas without dicks. That's all they are. You know what I'm saying? Once you figure out that women are niggas without dicks, you'll have a better run in your life. You know what I'm saying?
They
It's
got them
more
today.
emotional. Hmm. If a woman wasn't raised, if a woman wasn't raised, what I'm saying, to respect men and all this shit here, what I'm saying, they just act like niggas now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you just had to, some people was just on that. You know what I'm saying? My brother, he was a hater. My brother, he was always trying to get all the damn women, and he wouldn't teach me shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't want to see me. You know what I'm saying? With the sister. He had married the older sister. He didn't want to see me with the younger sister because the younger sister looked better than her, his old lady. So you were hating on me and shit. You ain't mature enough. So I was like, man, this nigga's hating and shit, man. I was like, this nigga. I was like, man, I mean, in your own family, you have haters. So you got to find your own path. Black men, you got to learn to trust your own instincts. You got to use the positive male, masculine people around you, you know what I'm saying, to identify with. Because, growing up, what I'm saying, you attach yourself to the wrong person, then all of a sudden, you're going down the wrong path. Because I could have been a drug dealer. All my friends used to sell dope. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't with it. I didn't feel right that what it did to our community. I seen what it did. I've seen women get get turned down and used on that shit. And that shit broke my heart, bro. And I was like, they thought I was soft and shit. I was like, no, nigga. I was like, I don't like seeing my sister being fucked up like that, smoking tree sap and shit like that, and all fucked up in the head when they was college graduates and college, going to college and dropped out of college for you bum ass niggas and stuff, so to use them and stuff like that. I knew that shit wasn't right. So, I mean, I've seen a lot, y'all. I mean, I've seen a lot, and I've seen the worst of us, and I've seen the best of us. You know what I'm saying? And I just wish that black people, so we could do better, man. I'm like, when I see somebody like Jermall Charlo, work himself out of the hood. I see Jermall work himself out the hood and become something. It's like, it's just sad to me, bro. It's like when I see him take a turn for the worse because of a female or because of emotional, they're not getting the help that they need. We don't see, that's the problem with us. We don't get the help that we need. You know what I'm saying? We think that shit is weak. You know what I'm saying? We think that shit is something, to be ashamed of. It's not. You know what I'm saying? You need to get that help, man. We need to be educated, what I'm saying, on mental health. And I think it's real, man. I think a lot of us fucked up, including myself. You know what I'm saying? I think we all got issues that we need to deal with. It comes out. It comes out, you know what I'm saying, in different times, you know what I'm saying, but we just don't recognize it like that. Dante says, that's why I'm on my daughter so tough. He says 3.8 student, but her mouth is crazy. That's because of everything she see. We didn't see this shit coming up. We was like innocent, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we talked shit, but the shit that that these kids are exposed to, porn, and that shit was rare back in the day to see porn. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see that shit growing up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe on Cinemax, some soft porn shit. But it wasn't no black people, not nobody you want to see. You know what I'm saying? And Black Emmanuel and shit. You snuck and see Cinemax late at night and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You didn't even know, what was going on. You're like, damn. I said, this is awesome, but these kids, they see everything. They talking about eating groceries and shit. You like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker was talking about eating groceries. I had to figure it out. I was like, what the hell is eating groceries? You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, y'all already talking about this kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just having sex no more. Teenagers just used to have sex. Now they trying to do dungeons and they want to play with toys and you know what I'm saying? Shit like you know what I'm saying? Fetishes, and they know what fetishes are. And I didn't know none of that shit till I was grown. You know what I'm saying? Like what a fetish is because of HBO. So, the world is getting more, lascivious, and we're just catching up. The old heads, we're just like surprised every day by some of the shit that these young people get into. Things I would have never thought. So I would have never thought about cussing an old person. You know what I'm saying? Even today, so I can't cuss old people. You know what I'm saying? Like, or cuss in front of old people. These young people don't give a shit. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's like they just wasn't raised like that. So it's scary out here. You got to keep yourself protected. You know what I'm saying? When you're at a gas station and shit, don't be talking shit. Watch your six, because motherfucker will steal your car. They'll, beat your ass, all that shit. Just be careful. He said, eating a remix says, grandma, that would smack the taste out your mouth. He says, 38 years old with short blonde hair going to the club on Tuesday. Yeah, because they can't let it go. They can't let it go, man. That's why a lot of the moms are competing with their daughters. They having children too young. They're not giving, they're too busy still trying to be, the belle of the ball, and by the time their beautiful daughters grow up, they want to compete with their beauty. They want to stifle their beauty because they still want to be, saying the belle of the ball. And it's just causing this terrible conflict, and younger, these kids are having sex and stuff. So, it's, I got two daughters, man. You know what I'm saying? I got two daughters and, they raised right and everything, and they're everything, and they getting their education. But I sometimes I wish I didn't have kids in this society, because those are the things that could drive a man crazy. You know what I'm saying? Somebody mistreat my kids, well, my daughter. It's like I don't know what the hell I do. He says I got in late. Pool. He said what happened to Jermall? He's in trouble. Yeah, he got arrested after a car crash, and people are saying alcohol was involved. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But he's going to jail. It's one of them damn Houston boys, you know.
Yeah, he got a
And
DUI.
yeah, DUI. There it is. There it is. Fucking DUI. And that's not good. That's not good. I think EJ got a DUI, didn't he? Didn't I think EJ got a DUI
Uh,
too? I
did they
think
give him
EJ
a
got.
DUI?
I know he went to court for it.
Oh yeah, I guess he got a DUI too.
So it's something about Dallas and shit. You know what I'm saying? Something about Dallas and shit. You know, your car crashes and shit. You know what I'm saying? If you live in Dallas and shit, get somebody to drive for you. You know what I'm saying? If you're a boxer, you know what I'm saying? Get you a damn take a fucking what they call them things take a Uber. You know what I'm saying? Don't drive. Goddamn, if you're gonna be drinking, because they will pick your ass up. Police don't care nothing about who you are, and they will destroy you. And it's gonna be all in the news. Like all that goddamn money. Yeah, he could have took a damn Uber. And they got these nice ass cars wrecking these shits. You know what I'm saying? You work hard for all this shit, man. It's like, come on. I'm
I
glad
think
Tank.
EJ say he can't even get insurance no more.
Mm, that's ugly. Well, at least he got people that could drive for him. He
Yeah, he
got
say
enough
his
money.
dad drive him around.
He got a cool ass dad, man. I like EJ dad. He seemed like his dad is, pretty cool. He says, get a driver costs less. I think so too. Stay out the limelight for a minute. He says usually a good lawyer could take care of that stuff. Yeah, usually. You know what I'm saying? But if your car is all bent up and shit wrapped around a pole, telephone pole, you know what I'm saying? There ain't much he could do.
Yeah, they ain't gonna
You know what
take care of that felony fleeing.
I'm
That's a
saying?
felony. Running from the police.
He said 200K worth of car he crashed. Isn't that something? Most of us won't see that shit, in a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? He just go out there and just wreck some shit like that. But if you don't appreciate what God give you, he'll take it away. He will take it away. That's my religion coming out. He said, why do these guys party and drive themselves? I don't know. Floyd used to go to parties and shit, but he didn't drink. But not everybody's Floyd though. Not
And
everybody's
he still
Floyd.
got in trouble. And Floyd still got in trouble. He still went to jail.
That's that Flint, Michigan. There's something about Flint, Michigan, God damn it. That hood in Flint, Michigan, I do not want to visit. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? Some places, Cleveland, you know what I'm saying? Cleveland, Detroit, you know what I'm saying? Some places, boy, you just don't want to. It's different. Them motherfuckers are different out there. He said South Carolina dirt roads are crazy. He said my mom used to take those roads, the Indy 500. Said she'd be like, "Why are you driving so slow?" He says South Carolina roads are crazy. I believe it. I've been through that. I done been all over this damn country truck driving. He says Grand Rapids, yes sir. That Grand Rapids. Did I say Flint, Michigan? Yeah, Grand Rapids. Yeah, Grand Rapids, man. That shit is different. Make sure y'all subscribe to 2 Cent Boxing, man. Some of the most intellectual stuff I've heard on here about boxing. Say check out 2 Cent Boxing, man. I know a lot of people disagree with her, but hear her out. You know what I'm saying? She'll win you over. I'm still fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Of such stuff she be saying. Have me rethinking my damn position and stuff. So y'all check out 2 Cents Boxing, man. She's really really good on this in this boxing community. She's needed, and I think we should encourage more voices that don't think alike. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But yeah, man, I'm kind of disappointed with Jamal. You know what I'm saying? Jamel. I just thought that they would go out like champions and you know, um, I know their life is kind of wild and everything, but they need to get that under control. They really do. Out this is 2 Cent respect her opinion, yes sir. You know what I'm saying? If you ever checked out her live streams, man, they're good, man. They're crazy good, man. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who just um, break down, saying these conversations about boxing that we have. She always raised questions that, saying that gives you a different perspective. Now, if you're not that open minded type of person, don't go to a channel because you'll be fucked up. You'll be mad. You know what I'm saying? He says, oh yeah, I have. Okay, yes sir. You know what I'm saying? So but pretty much, saying I want to see us have some really good fights coming up. We got Frank Martin and Tank. I've never seen Tank be so aggressive, man. You know what you think it is? You think the new deal
But
that he's got?
I
Mhm,
don't know why people say that. Like if you go back and look at Tank before that first Rolly fight, the one that got canceled, he was
mhm.
hell of aggressive to Rolly. Like he was mad for real. He rolled up on Ryan Garcia and grabbed his chain in the club. I don't I don't think it's ever been I don't think the media attention has been focused on it so much or we've seen it. But I feel like Tank is usually he's like this before his fight. Like we've
Hmm.
never seen him do a sit down interview and just be talking shit and doing all that. And I don't even think he was really being aggressive. I think he was kind of bullshitting. I just think we never seen him be so open. But if you
Right.
go back and watch him before his fights, he's aggressive. And when the times he wasn't aggressive, you can tell he was trying not to be.
Hmm. So, well, let me ask you this: do Frank Martin have a chance in this fight?
A chance to win, he have a chance to make it competitive. I mean,
But you don't think he have?
it's always a chance. It's boxing, but I don't see it, Paul. I just don't see it. I just don't think Frank is ready. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Hmm.
just don't think he's ready. He's not ready to go in there and beat him and win. I think it'll be a competitive fight. I think it'll be a good fight, but I just don't think I just can't see Frank winning. And it's me because I can't think of a way like how can Frank win this fight? Like when I try to
Hmm.
figure out, when I try to analyze fights and I just think, okay, well, how can Frank win this fight? Like, what is it that Frank could do to beat Tank? And I always ask people, well, what are Tank weaknesses? And all people ever tell me is that he starts slow and he don't throw a lot of punches.
Well, one of Tank's weaknesses is he don't fight for rounds. You know what I'm saying? Because he relies on his power a lot, and download his data. You know what I'm saying? Very slow, and even though you know what I'm saying he's been able to get by, at some point he's going to need to win rounds. You know what I'm saying against somebody who can deal with his punching power, and somebody who's got a beard is going to probably be the person who have the best chance to beat him. Somebody who could take shots and somebody who's durable is probably going to be the person that beat Tank. You know what I'm saying? Because really nobody can withstand his power. And since he don't go for rounds, I think that's he's going to have to go all out. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's going to hurt Crawford too, because he really don't fight for rounds. He goes to download that data so he can get you up out of there. Um, Johnny Allison says, see Carissa Shields interview lately talking about F Tank. Yeah, I saw that. Hmm. I actually downloaded the video, but I never did get around to uploading it. And what you think, Carissa Shields? What you think this thing between Carissa Shields and Tank? What do you think about that, Tucson?
I don't know what be put that up. Hold on.
Mm. Yeah, because the quote,
I
she's
don't know
very.
what's up with Clarissa Shields, but maybe it's part of her upbringing. Like any, she's real defensive, I guess you could say.
Hmm.
And anytime anything happens, it's like she just can't let it go. Like she can't let it go.
Hmm.
She
It's
can't
like
let nothing go.
yeah, it's like some kind of psychotic thing that she got going on. Like if you say something about her, she going all the way in. She is not going to let that shit go. But you know, she'll fall out with anybody though. She don't care. I think she need to guard her reputation, like she was talking about fighting Keith Thurman, and just stupid shit like that. You know, what I'm saying she
But
should stay in her. Go ahead.
I follow her on Facebook, and it seems like her family's really toxic. She
Mm,
always getting into it with her family, and this
Grand
it's
Rapids.
her family's really toxic, and I just can tell that from her Facebook post. So I can imagine what it's like in real life.
Yeah, that's that Grand Rapids shit. I never want to go there. What I'm saying and you can see it in Floyd. Floyd is fucked up. Period. It's like he's always been a toxic individual with his family. I remember when Floyd told his daddy, "You wasn't shit." And on TV, on live, I think it was 24/7. 7 or something on HBO, and I was just like, oh my God, he just did not do that. And his daddy heart was broken. You could see what he looked like. He was hurt, man. He hurt his dad so bad. Then he gonna bring in his goddamn Uncle Roger and says Uncle Roger was a champion and you wasn't shit. Oh my God. I was like, so it's that Grand Rapids shit, boy. That Grand Rapids shit is toxic, bro. He says, John Lance says, who do she think she is wearing the gold necklace around? Says, man, I wish I could have put the real goat against her and Wolf shit.
Man, she the
Man,
GOAT though. She the GOAT.
mm,
I don't see Clarissa Shields losing a boxing match.
it's a whole different era, Allison. You know what I'm saying? You can't pull people from the past to beat motherfucker asses in the present, you know.
I don't see
Um,
nobody beating her in boxing. I really don't.
not today. Not today anyway. I think Ann Wolf was an anomaly. She was a phenom for her time. You know what I'm saying? He says Dante says he said he want a street fight era. Who said that? Ryan?
Tank,
Who said that?
Tank.
Hey man, man, stop. They think EJ, they think it's sweet, you know, because he got beat by Crawford. They think it's sweet now. I seen Tank like trying to EJ, you know, say play fighting and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, so you know that's how people from the street do you. They try to size you up. He said that was wild. Yes, sir. He says Frank got DJ. You know, I hope EJ got DJ because it's gonna be hard to find another trainer at this point in time in his career. You're not find a trainer, but you know somebody that worked well with him. He said Johnny, that's what Tank said, and he says that's his only chance. He says Eden Remix says nobody really studies Tank. Really studies Tank. Tank is a master boxer on top of power. Yes, he is. I
They
agree with
gotta
that.
study Tank. They better be studying Tank. The thing is, Tank don't fight the same. Tank don't fight the
But,
same. I can't think of two fights where he fought the same.
but he's a thinker in the ring. You know, he said she's on Shakur's side. You know, she probably thinks Shakur cute or some shit. He said if anybody can design GP to dethrone the great Tank, it's DJ. We got to see. We got to see. You got to have the right personnel. You know what I'm saying? Is Frank the right personnel? We got to see. No Flint people are he said no Flint people are fucking haters. And says they can't. He said we can't stand them in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? And he says they're haters. He said it's Flint. He said Flint people are haters. You know what I'm saying? But hey, but Detroit is gritty, bro. They gritty. You know what I'm saying? He says young brothers today will argue with these girls. He says these girls will definitely argue with men. He says the problem with America programming is that they have the opposite sex believing they're equal. You know that, and you know just the culture. You know they pushing the music. The music is pushing this divide too. So you know you don't even hardly have real hip hop anymore. All we see is this Suki Hana whatever and red sexy red. You know, and they destroying the image of the black woman. You know what I'm saying? Even though that's not the real image, but that's what they seeing. That's what people all over the nation is seeing. You know, these women, you know, talk about my booty hole brown and all this shit. You know, it's like, come
But I
on.
don't even why y'all taking that serious. These are entertainers. Like, why does that have to be the culture or the representation? You know what I'm saying? It's almost
It
like
don't
if you see somebody in the ring for WWE, you're not like, oh, they represent. Like, I don't like that. I don't know why people do that. That's not a
because
representation
because
of a whole people. They're entertainers.
because you got to understand the power of imagery. You know what I'm saying? Like when it came out, what was that book? Not that film that they came out about black men in the South. That what was it called? What was that called? Nation? What was that thing called? When they put it's propaganda is what it is. And see, when people from other nations see that's what other nations see black women as these these loose women that talk filthy from their mouth. You know, people in Africa see that. You know, people in China see that. So now you're not going to get respect. You know, say around the world because it's the imagery. Entertainment is low key propaganda. You know what I'm saying? So that's what people going to think of you, even if that's not the true image of us. That's what they do. They put out this image of us and black men so people have this bias, you know what I'm saying, this you know what you call it, this bias that they don't even know that they have, You know what I'm saying? It's like that's what all this imagery is about. So people, they got a man, they got a little Nas X getting, coming up there being pregnant, what I'm saying, with a fucking belly, you know what I'm saying, with a fucking stomach, like he pregnant. I saw that shit, I almost lost my mind. I said, man, he is on. I mean, is that entertainment? You know what I'm saying? Him coming out there like he been pregnant by somebody, him giving the devil a lap dance. You know what I'm
Nah, that shit
saying?
ain't entertainment. That shit is.
That shit
I
that
don't
shit
even
is
know what the
proper.
word is.
That shit is propaganda. You know what I'm saying? That shit is destroying, what I'm saying, our reputations and shit. That make real they don't have any movies. They changed the Black Panther out to make it a female. You know what I'm saying? Because that was giving black men too much pride. You know what I'm saying? To have a black king and being the leader of a nation, the most technologically advanced nation is a black nation, and there's a king, a black king, what I'm saying, that's muscle built and masculine. They had to get rid of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Put a queen on there with her to push the agenda. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even replace him. You know what I'm saying? The woman king came out. So y'all don't see the narrative going on here. You know what I'm saying? This shit is real. You know what I'm saying? The shit is real. You know what I'm saying? So, we got to recognize that shit. Don't go to the movies and watch these bullshit ass movies. You know what I'm saying? They don't even have action heroes no more. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened to Arnold Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers and Rocky and, you know what I'm saying? We don't even have these kind of male, we don't even have Clint Eastwood and, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers, what I'm saying, with guns and beating up motherfuckers. We don't have that shit no more. So that's something of the past. Dante says facts, Cash. She said you have 3-year-olds shaking their ass out here. Horrible. Yeah, you got the little kids on TikTok dancing and trying to twerk. You know what I'm saying? It's terrible. Mothers teaching the kids how to twerk and shake their ass and shit. And it's like, bro, this shit is unseemly. Look, little Nas X, you know what I'm saying, twerking on the devil and shit. I was like, nigga, I ain't even gonna say it. I said, it's horrible, bro. You know what I'm saying? And every time they say he ain't even gay. Yeah, have you heard that too? Said the boy ain't even gay.
I never thought he was. I never thought he was. I said that when he came out. I said it's gonna be a bunch of people trying to play on this and act like they one way when they really not.
hmm
And that's
And
crazy.
the craziest thing is Jaguar right. I think protect her at all costs. Hannah says I can't give her the right. So I have some questions to ask. Okay, you gotta unmute your thing. Hands down. You got your mic blocked somehow.
Yeah, I seen
You know.
straight through that poor that Nas X shit. I seen straight through that. Like this
I know,
dude
I
ain't
know
even
you
there.
did. I know you did. If anybody would, yeah, there you go. There you go. Hands down. He says, what questions you want to ask? Hands down.
I got some questions on the upcoming matchups between um Loma Cambosis, Bam, and Estrada. That's probably one of my favorite.
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah, that's gonna be a good one. A
Oh
lot of the
man.
lower guys, they don't get a lot of the attention and the recognition and notoriety that they deserve. But Bam and Estrada are top 10 pound for pound fighters in my book.
Oh, Strada been on top for a minute.
Yeah, and most definitely. And Bam just not making his name, but he's young. He's very, very young and very talented. Very talented.
But and you know what? The good thing about Bam is he get in the shootouts where he gets hurt too, which
Who
makes him an
Bam
exciting fighter.
Rodriguez?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, I fucked with Bam. I've been following Bam for a minute.
yeah. Bam be
yeah.
getting into some good ass fights, boy. I mean, shit, he be getting. I mean, that's that Rocky shit that he be going through. And they all
What
kind
Bam fight at?
Where they fighting?
118 now. I think he 118 now.
Yeah, 118.
Damn, I
Yeah.
thought he was at
Because
122.
but I think he went down, then he came back up. I think he went back to 115.
Yeah.
He came up and won a title. Then he went back down to 115 under Robert Garcia. Then he came back up. I think because his brother. I think he wanted to leave room for his brother to win a title or something. And then I stopped following it. You know, what I'm saying after that. But he was looking kind of rough in one of his fights. He had a boy. That boy, he had to come from. He be getting into some slugfest, man. There's some good boxing going on in that division. But Bam is a bad motherfucker, man. But he have to pull it out though, boy. And that's why I love watching him because he's not just getting in the dog and motherfuckers. He have to fight it out with them dudes. And Strada is a technical assassin. You know what I'm saying? But he's getting long in the tooth. You know, he's getting long in the tooth. He's been there for a second. So, you know, it's going to be hard for him to win against a young, hungry Bam, you know. Did y'all see that Inoue fight, though, against a Neri? Did y'all see that shit?
Yeah, man. As soon as I turned it on, what's the name was getting knocked down.
Oh, my God. That's the first time I've seen Inoue get knocked down like that. I don't really follow him like that because, you know, I think he's a steroid head, but he came back and beat the shit out of Neri after
He
that.
ain't got no. I think he ain't got no chin unless that dude just
Mhm.
really hit that hard.
If you ever seen somebody who he kind of like Manny Pacquiao, his offense is his defense. You know what I'm saying? His speed is his defense. You know what I'm saying? Once he slow down, he gonna take some L's, man.
Let me ask you a
He's gonna
question. Do you think? Because you know how when you watch boxers get hit, how they respond. Do you think he punching that hard? You
you
see
talking
how
about
in a way,
mhm.
yeah, like how they be responding to him punching. It's weird.
It's like he got long reach and he got power. So, you know, he gets right in that pocket where he can reach you and
Man,
you can't reach him. He be
he
catching
hitting
that
them
chin.
hard. He hitting them hard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I was surprised to see him take a damn, you know what I'm saying, hit the canvas the way he did. He was fucked up too. You know what I'm saying?
I
Neary
don't
just
think he
couldn't
should
take it.
go to 130. He gonna get knocked out.
No, yeah. He should stay in the 20s, definitely. But I think it's the torque. It's the combination of the torque that he
The
gets on his
speed.
shots, and
Hmm.
yeah, in the short impact, like Arthur Beterbiev. You know how he just kind of sit there and throw those short, impactful shots, but it's in combinations, and his punch placement because he targets the organs a lot. He targets the organs a lot, and he targets
From
the
what I
solar
s-
plexus.
from what I see, he be going for that. He be hitting that chin, boy. I mean, he the speed. His speed kills, man. And he got them. He can throw combinations, man. Like it's hard to
That's the
beat
thing.
dudes that could throw that fast. I mean, before you could react, he done threw two, three punches, man. It's like that boy is a
Yeah,
whirlwind.
I'm
You
not
know,
gonna lie.
look,
I
look.
think he on the sauce too, bro. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Because y'all not gonna believe this shit till he come up there and threaten Tank. Y'all not gonna believe this shit because Tank. They keep saying Tank is a 130 pounder, and they trying to
Yeah,
keep him. They trying to keep him pigeonholed to that weight class to wait for Inoue to come up. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
yeah. They
They try.
Floyd want to set that up and with some blood and urine test behind it.
You
Definitely.
know, watch. By the time he hit 130, his head gonna be bigger than a damn hot air balloon. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Cause them there
Oh man.
he gonna have to get pumped up to fight Tank.
Oh yeah, no, most definitely.
And Tank will
Most
probably be
definitely.
about 33. Well, no, anyway, it's old, isn't he? He like shit.
31?
He like
No,
30.
29, 31? 29 or
I
31?
th-
No
Oh, I
older
thought he
than
was
that.
older than that. Yeah, he like
Ain't no older
34
than that.
or 33, somewhere up in there. He like old and shit.
I don't
S-
think so. I
s-
think he 31. No older than 31.
Okay. Well, they're gonna try to set up that fight soon because Tank ain't got long, and I bet
Yeah.
you anyway it's one of those fights.
Tank is
Even
not
remake.
fighting in a way. He's too small.
I think the way Neri set him down, I think Tank could, yeah.
He's too small. That's a terrible style
Yeah.
matchup.
The way
But
Neri spun him around.
think about the publicity, and think about how that fight would do. Um, that's a mega fight right there. Anyway, and Tank, you know, they're
Yeah,
not
it
they
is.
already been mentioning Inoue in the same um in the same bounds with Tank. So they trying to put it together.
I
They
think they
trying to put
should.
it together. Shit. I think Tank could beat his ass, but I thought the same thing with what's his name, Pretty Boy.
Yeah. Oh, Stephen Fulton.
Let me see,
Cool boy.
eating the yeah, cool boy. What I said, Pretty Boy. I said, yeah, cool
Yeah.
boy. He says, whenever you display yourself as the opposite nature of your gender, he said, it dehumanize you. He said, people on the low see the alphabet people as animals. You know, huh? Interesting, interesting, interesting. And I'm saying it's interesting that community there, boy. It's like they doing a lot. He says, man, Tank would kill Inoue. Right now he would, but not after he take them super pills. He take them. He take them super pills. It's gonna be a problem. He said, I think if any fighter get caught juicing both A and B sample, not only is the purse forfeited, but they are old money. He said this just has to stop. Well, I was thinking, what the hell is Vegas going to do about that 12 million Ryan won when he bet on himself? You know what I'm saying? I'm wondering if
They're
that's
not
going to
gonna
be
do
an issue.
nothing.
They're gonna change it
Huh.
to a no contest.
They're not gonna do
No,
nothing.
I mean, you think they're going to let him keep that 12 mil?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's gonna be the result in them changing it to a no contest when this sample come back, this B sample.
Well, when the last time they ever changed it to a no? They ain't changed nobody. I can't think of anybody in recent history that they changed to a no contest.
Yeah, not in boxing. It don't really happen like that. Yeah,
See,
you would
John Ellis,
think. I'm sorry.
Cash Crypto says big money, but it ain't even close. He says, I don't know, fellas. He said, anyway, it's like the fight of a century. Said he's steamrolling everyone, and he's incredible. Oh my God, we got it
He's
in.
fighting in Japan, bro. He not even. He fighting over there in Japan. He fighting them little bitty fighters. That don't. Come on, y'all.
So
He
it
gonna
ain't
have to,
nothing
if
but.
he want to be big, he gonna have to either go dominate 130 and 135, and then he'll probably, you know what I'm saying? Then you can
Hmm.
give him a number one pound for pound. I don't really think you can just get them small guys cause them weight classes like 2 pounds apart.
What he started at like 108 or something like that, right? So
Let me ask y'all something, man. Is Shakur Stevenson? Is he an all time great, y'all?
oh no,
Is he a great fighter? I'm just want to ask that
Not
because
yet, not yet, not to me.
I
in
mean,
all
let me ask
time
y'all:
great.
is he an all time great? What does he need to do to be to raise himself to that superstar level? I mean, he's a talented boxer, yes. Um, we see the potential in him, but what does he need to do to become? I mean, what is it that he needs to do? I mean, I think his fight technique. I think he need more offense. I think he need to fight Tank. I think he needs to up his competition. There's
He
a
needs
lot
to
of
leave
things.
Top Rank.
Mm, mm.
But you know what? Top Rank got some good
Mm,
135
I was
pounders
just about
coming
to
up
say
though.
that.
They got
But
Andy Cruz. They got what's that nigga name?
Mason, Abdullah
Abdullah Mace.
Mason.
They do got some good 135 pounders over there. I ain't gonna lie, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't think Bob gonna match him up though.
yeah, well, why would you do that? I mean, but but he is known for doing in-house fight. When he had Cotto, when he had all the welterweights, they fought each other at top rank. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had all the in-house fights. You know what I'm saying? So why he's not doing that now? I guess they still building him. I
Bob don't
guess
like putting two black fighters in the ring,
yeah. He said they can't
Yeah.
sell. He said they don't sell.
Yeah.
You
but
know,
they
but
do.
shit,
They got some 135 pounders over there at Top Rank for real. They really do. They got
yeah,
Keyshawn
Keyshawn
Davis.
Davis,
He
yeah,
he needs to beat all them over there.
They got a card coming up in June.
and they got a budding 135 pounder, which is Shushu. Bruce Carrington. He's going to be at 135 at some point in time.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to see him
He's
fight
going
Andy Cruz.
to who?
It'll be Shakur.
Shakur.
Oh yeah. I'm thinking when you say Andy Cruz, I'm thinking Andy.
They saving Andy
Pat.
Cruz for Keyshawn Davis.
Hell nah, they
Yeah.
gonna feed Keyshawn to Andy?
No. Keyshawn gonna beat Andy.
Hell no. Keyshawn is
Yes.
food, bro. He food.
Mm.
No. You see who you working with?
You know what that
Man,
mean?
That
and
means a lot.
Andy Cruz, man, that motherfucker, his boxing technique
Ain't he
is
good?
bro. I'm talking about I when I tell you when you see something special, watch Andy Cruz, bro. He on another level, bro. It's I think he more
It's
advanced than Keyshawn. I don't
He'll
think
beat
Keyshawn won't.
Keyshawn.
Man,
well,
I do
I
believe
can
that,
see
bro. I
him.
do.
I can see him outpointing him and using his footwork, but that's the only thing. Like cause he slap with his punches. Like he really don't throw with a lot of power. Like he looks the par against the cab drivers they throwing him in there with right now. But I
Mhm.
feel like if Keyshawn Davis really he really starts to sit down more on his shots and become that puncher more than a boxer, he'll beat Andy Cruz.
Keyshawn ain't got
Man,
no pop for real.
No, Keyshawn can
no, I
pop.
was about to say that. I was
Keyshawn
just
can
about to
pop.
say that.
He can no, he got some power. He has some power. It's sneaky power though. It's that it's that catch you off guard, that flashy type power. It's not no thudding, bone crushing type of power. It's not concussive, but it's flashy. Like Floyd used to, catch people in combinations and surprise them. I see that type of power in him. But Andy Cruz ain't got no power.
I ain't
He
seen Keyshawn. What fight did he display? Keyshawn display his power.
um he beat the crap out of Pedraza. That was a stepping stone
Come
matchup for
on,
him.
Pedraza. Come on.
Yeah, Pedraza is done, man.
Come
Pedraza is
on, bro.
done.
He a
And
punching
Pedraza
bag.
came down in weight. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, he
Pedraza.
did.
I mean, I
Yeah,
get it. That was his signature step up fight. That's cool. But I mean,
he was
I
hurting
don't know.
Pedraza though. Worse than anybody I seen really hurt him. Even Tank. And that was I feel like
Tank beat the brakes off Pedraza, bro.
yeah, but it took him a while to just break him down for what I'm saying. Even Lomachenko was hurting him too. But I think if Keyshawn, because Keyshawn is
Pedraza was a champion when Tank fought him, though.
he was he
Hmm.
was he was he beat I think Tevin Farmer for his belt, which Tevin Farmer ain't really nothing to gloat about, but he stepped over to Tevin. Um,
Hmm.
Tank caught him. That was a good stylistic matchup. And Tank was saying that he wasn't even ready to fight for a title, but Floyd just threw him in there, which was a good investment because it turned out right, well. But I feel like out of the 35 pounders that's coming up now, I feel like Keyshawn got the highest ceiling.
No, sir.
No,
Keyshawn is cool.
Why?
I
Hold on,
think
what's up with the
I think
disrespect for
Abdullah
the?
Mason. I think Abdullah Mason is got a. I
Abdullah
mean, the way he.
Mason, yeah.
Yeah,
I
but he's
think that
very
boy.
young.
That don't mean nothing. That don't
He
mean nothing,
what?
man.
You say he
Yeah,
what?
very young. He's what, 20 years old?
Abdullah
That
Mason
don't mean
old, I
nothing.
thought.
No, he's like 20, 21, no older than
No, not
21.
Abdullah Mason. I'm thinking Andy Cruz. Yeah, Abdullah Mason is young.
But that doesn't
Yeah,
mean he
K
doesn't have the
man.
ceiling. That doesn't mean he doesn't have the ceiling.
Yeah, I'm disappointed with that, man. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I just want the best for my man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him going through all this, bro. It's like retire, do something, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't put your business out there. Black people notorious. So keep your business to yourself, bro. I just hate to see him aired out like this. You know, coming from my era. You know what I'm saying? Keep your business to yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? I hate to see him aired out, man. And people are jumping on it because it's a Charlo. And he just giving them food, you know what I'm saying? Just give them food, you know what I'm saying, to eat on out here, you know what I'm saying? So people look at them in a negative light. Jonathan Park, exactly, says no one ever gives him credit for that. And Eden Remix he says one or two more quality fights. I think Cruz would be interesting against Tank. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't think that nigga ready on that
Nah, he
level.
need to go fight the other people first before he get in there with
He
Tank.
said hell no, he said hell no Mason for sure. Yeah, Mason, man, that boy looking like goddamn Sugar Ray Robinson in that motherfucker. The way he be rotating, that boy look like Sugar Ray Robinson, boy. I'm telling you. And like, I mean, shit, him and Shoo, them are gonna be the new talents of the future.
But that
You
be
know.
my issue with Top Rank 2 is like I feel like they should give them stiffer competition. You know what I'm saying? Like let the fights get more and more competitive. I don't feel like they do that over there. Like I really don't like the way
Hmm.
I like they moving Jared Anderson. I feel like they took him back a
Yeah,
notch.
yeah, they just kind of messing his career up, man. And he's not looking the best. It don't look like he's improving. Uh, every time I see him out, he's just like more of the same. Put him out against somebody he's supposed to beat, and he's not looking spectacular. He's trying to beat Deontay Wilder. He want Deontay Wilder in his next fight, and Deontay Wilder he's getting active. And if he drops Zane, then he go out there he beat AJ. What the hell Jared Anderson gonna do?
Not a damn thing.
Not a damn thing. Like
Jared
like
Anderson ain't gonna
bro,
want no
you better
smoke.
go sit your ass down, thinking that you're gonna get past the torch and shit. Like in the heavyweight division, bro. You think you're gonna get past it? You gonna get your ass knocked out
he fooled
and have
too.
your
He fooled
get
too.
your whole career and shit stifled. goddamn the Prince. What's his name? Charles Prince. What's his name?
Yeah, I just
Carl
don't think
Martin.
Jared getting better. I was on Jared, he was getting better, getting better. Then at one point, then it's just like stopped. Like I don't know if he
Somebody,
peaked
somebody,
or
somebody
what.
brought that nigga a Hellcat, and it was over. You know what I'm saying? That nigga got more money. You know, this money, man. Money really changes these fighters' life. You know what I'm saying? It's like they get into other things besides training, and it's like it just take them off the square. He says Shaq last fight he resigned with Top Rank. I'm done with him. You know, Shakes. Who are you talking about?
If Shakur is
Oh,
re-signed with
Shakur.
Top Rank, I heard he already re-signed with Top Rank.
I mean, that's another damn Terrence Crawford right there, except without the power. He said, Jared Anderson, not the future, in my opinion, said he's going backwards, and he's already talking about retired. Ain't that some shit? Like lazy ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's like, like, no, don't let my hood say. I be, man, these guys have such potential, you know? It's
I
like
was just about
they
to say that.
have such fucking potential and they just throw it away. He said, what about
Hmm.
H2O? Said he's looking good too. Who the hell is H2O? Who is that, John? You deep in the boxing. That's some nigga that nigga fighting goddamn Madagascar or something. Who the hell is H2O? He's like, y'all be some of y'all, but y'all be real boxing heads, boy. H2O, who is that? He says, that's some nigga I don't even know about. I gotta go look him up. He says, you don't know about H2O? That nigga done knocked out 40 people. Like, God damn. He says Top Rank is a showcase promotion. Says it's the fighter's job to leave Top Rank. Top Rank is a farming system for talent. At some point, you have to go to the major leagues, and that's true. We've seen like so many legends, Cotto, Mayweather, you know what I'm saying, and a lot more I can't think of right now. That left Top Rank, or even Oscar De La Hoya, he was at Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? Some of the biggest stars that we have that are promoters and legends and the shit, they were top rank fighters. You know what I'm saying? But top rank can only take you so far. You know what I'm saying? Because your boy don't want to spend no money on no big fights. I don't know. I think Bob is gonna outlive me. I think Bob will be here. He'll be 120 years old and he'll still be running these goddamn fights. You know what I'm saying? I think he's the devil's advocate. I think he's Satan. I really do. You know what I'm saying? I think he's the devil. He says Jonathan Potts said, I really don't think Jared Anderson wanted. No, he don't. He just trying to get by. He said H2O is nice like water. Hey, God damn, who the hell is let me Google this shit real quick. Who the hell is H2O? Y'all got me. Hey, like H2O. God damn. H2A boxer. H2O. Let's see what he look like. Okay. Okay. Oh, you talking about? Yeah, I did a video on this guy when long time ago. Wow. Wow. Ashton. Yeah. How you say it? Like Slavin or whatever. Yeah, I did a video when he was like on his first two, three fights. Damn. See, I ain't no poor kind of boxer did it like that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I did a video on him way back. Let me see. H2. They call him H2O now? Okay. All right. Goddamn Ashton done stop making noise. Shit, I did a video on him a long time ago. Wow. So he's starting to like make noise now. Like, see, yeah, if y'all watch my goddamn videos, y'all would know this shit. Let me see. You know, it's like I
Speaking
did
of,
a
I was gonna say, speaking of another 35-pounder, I think Floyd Schofield is gonna pan out.
Schofield. Yeah, Schofield got some defensive flaws, man. That he need to get rid of. He started looking ordinary in fights and stuff. I seen an old dude like piece his ass up. And this
Yeah.
is H2O, y'all. This Ashton guy, I did a video on him a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? This is him. Oh yeah, I mean he good. I mean, but smooth. Like I got to see him fight. It's been a long time since I seen him in the ring. That's when he was.
What weight is he? He look huge.
I don't forgot. He probably done moved up since I saw him. That was like maybe shit. That was maybe 5 years ago when I did a video on this guy.
He's
I
like
was
a
impressed.
middleweight.
Mm, he must be. He look like he get hit. Yes, sir. This. Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. Haven't seen him fight nobody. Who is he under? Top rank or? Let's see. Who is he under? I think I saw him with his dad. I think he got his dad with him, if I can remember. I think his dad is over him, kind of like Schofield. They probably end up going to damn Golden Boy, some bullshit like that. But I don't see. Let me see who is he signed the contract champ. This is money all in. He said, Shakur. So he must be at 135. He must be at 135, y'all.
That boy ain't no 135. Hell
Well,
no.
but you know how they lose weight. He got little bitty glove
Nah,
hands. He said,
nah,
see
he's
where it
too
says
big.
he said sign the contract, baby boy, 135 lightweight. So he must be at 135. He must be cutting weight and stuff to make
He is
135.
huge. I would give him 147 at the least.
Yeah.
That motherfucker banging. He looked like a banger. But anybody could do that shit in practice.
He
He
might
liked them.
be.
He liked them uppercuts, don't he?
Doggone well Shakur ain't finna fight this guy. Hell no.
Mm-mm. Gotta see. You know what I'm saying? Again, he working on it. He working on that uppercut. Yeah. So Gaston made it. You know what I'm saying? That people don't start screaming his name now. Yeah, I used to do that. I used to always try to find prospects and do videos on them and stuff when I had time. H2O. That's a hell of a name. hmm I want to see him. I want to see him fight.
I like the nickname though.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's
smooth.
unique. Yeah, it's unique.
H2O. I could see that. You can market that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you look good. You know what I'm saying? He got a little footwork. You know what I'm saying? Pivot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that would be a good fight to see him and Shakur get in there, mix it up. Do we have enough experience though? You want him going in there. I want to see Tiger Johnson get into the mix too. Nobody talks about Tiger Johnson.
I don't know who neither one of those guys are.
Oh my
Probably gotta
God.
see their face. Some of these fighters I don't be knowing they. I mean, I be knowing their name, but then I gotta see their face to make sure I'm thinking about the right person.
Let's see. Uh, Tiger Johnson. He from Cleveland. He was in the Olympics. He was in the same Olympics of with your boy um, Keyshawn and shit. He was in that same Olympics. He came out of that. Tiger Johnson. There you go. Yeah, he was in the Olympics with them. Let's see. Hey, what the hell is he doing? He at top rank too. It's like we got a lot of fighters that are not really, getting that publicity like that. Uh, let's see. That's the wrong shit. Let's see. Instagram. Instagram. Let's see.
Who
Tiger
the zone
Johnson.
got at 135?
I don't think they got nobody at 135 really. You know, unless you want to pump up Oscar Valdez. Let's see. This is Tiger Johnson, y'all. That's Tiger Johnson.
I don't know if I've seen him.
You never seen Tiger Johnson? Oh my God, this
So,
kid is good. I can't show too many of his clips because they'll fucking copyright my ass.
on the
Let's see.
Instagram?
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. I'd be showing these things all day if they wouldn't copyright
Yeah, I
strike
ain't know
me.
they copyright you off the Instagram. They copyright you off the Twitter too.
Anything that's showing footage of the fight. You know what I'm saying? Because it's top ranked
Oh, of the
stuff.
fight, of the fight. Okay, okay, okay.
Hmm. Hmm. I'm trying to find some of him training, but he done had a lot of he's been fighting a lot of no names and stuff. And he looked great, but he haven't fought nobody. Haven't really fought nobody good yet. But he got speed, he got power, he got footwork, got reflexes. Yeah, 147. I'm saying that boy, he's a bad boy. Yep, Tiger Johnson. Y'all look out for him. Nobody knows who he is though. I'm surprised. Let me see. There you go. This is Olympian. Say he got some skills too,
It's some
man.
more twins that just went pro. They was just in my son gym the other day sparring. The Grady twins.
Hmm. I
You
know.
know
I
who they
know.
are?
You said the Hoop Twins?
The Grady twins.
No, never heard of them.
Yeah, they just went pro.
Yeah, it's some talent coming, man. It is some real talent coming. They just got to get their name out there. I want to see Schofield go far, man. He just got to, you know, I've been seeing him train his ass off. He muscular as hell, man. I'm like all these muscles. They be training to get all these muscles and shit. Getting tired in the ring, gassing out. He got some power. He just not as accurate. He be all off balance and shit, throwing shots and shit. I'm like, come on, man. You got to do better. Yeah, but this Tiger, he gonna be a motherfucker, man. Trust me. He's gonna be bad as hell, man. His technique is a beautiful thing to watch. He kind of reminds me of Boots, the way he fights, the way
Like
he
a
block
martial
punch.
artist. Boots fight like a martial artist.
You see how he be blocking shit with his
Hmm.
what I'm saying? He got that shit too. He got the reflexes to do it, the speed. He got power. I'm just surprised nobody never heard of this dude. But Top Rank is building him real slow, so they must be gonna, try to make him a star. You know, I mean, right now he's taking his time building himself up. Every time I mention him, people like, who is that? I said, man, Tiger Johnson gonna be the shit, man. I wish I could show one of these his fights, but I know what they'll do to me. He said, shit, he done had quite a few, and that's them things Boots be training with.
What the hell is
That's what the Boots Bosie Ennis be training with them things too.
them pool noodles?
Yeah, they all be training with them things, working on their defense.
No, them ain't pool noodles. Pool noodles are stiffer than that.
They be working on their defense with that shit.
I need to get me some of them for my son.
Yes, sir. Get it in this game. He got power. Your son got power.
Yeah, he got some pop.
Yes, sir. But I think that's a good cook for tonight. I really wasn't gonna come on, but when I saw my man, when I saw my dude, oh, he done got locked out. When I saw Jermall, man, I said I just had to come on and say something, man. This shit just really pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? So, but what I'm saying, see if I come back tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Right now I got some training to do. I'm supposed to be doing some homework and stuff for my training, but I but I just had to come on and say something. You know what I'm saying? And
I was
y'all,
like, I thought Paul said he wasn't coming on tonight because I seen you had posted it.
yeah, but you know how it is when shit pop up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta jump on it. You know what I'm saying? And say your piece and everything. I was like, God damn, Kid Austin. So who's back though? Um, Austin Williams. at
Oh
middleweight.
yeah, ammo.
Austin Ammo. Yeah. What is going on? I know
Mental, bro.
he had
Hmm.
some mental problem, but he's back now. So he
Yeah.
should be making some noise up there. I think he at 160, I do believe. I think he's at 160.
Yep.
Uh, he's a big ass middleweight, quick hands, fast. Um, I mean, I just don't understand why they're not getting the buzz. You know, say he's a good fighter, but a lot of these guys are just not getting the publicity. You
Man, they
know,
gotta
He
fight, man.
he's
yeah.
with Hearn, right? He's with Eddie Hearn. So I don't think they have any many middleweights for him to, kind of feed off of.
I feel
Hmm.
like Eddie Hearn got fighters, but they spread out. Like he don't have
Yeah,
nobody to go against each other, and that's probably why he do a lot of the cross promoting too. Cause
absolutely.
he, yeah, he don't got no people there for you to fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like who he got for boots?
I don't know. That's what
So,
I was wondering with when Boots signed with him. I'm like, who Boots in the fight?
Oh, he got
yeah,
Stanionis. I believe he got Stanionis.
Stanley always ain't for to take that fight, especially with Boots about to go to 154. He's not about. He's not. He's gonna wait that shit out. You know what I'm saying? He gonna try to
Yeah,
wait that shit out.
Virgil.
Somebody gotta fight the man now. Come
Virgil.
on.
Man, Boots is that
Vir-
dude. He's that dude that gonna give you your L on your record, and somehow we got to get boxing back to the way it was, where people, saying, well, just fight and just live to fight another day. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's gonna be undefeated. Say he goes to the body real good. Pull. Oh, you know about your boy. Oh, you talking about H2O? That's what you talking about. He said you talking about H2O,
I
and
would
say
like to
he's
see
he
Boots
he's
in
big
person.
ass. Though Shakur definitely not fighting him. Oh yeah, saying that's something I don't like about these fighters. They don't have pride, man. You want to see if you better than these dudes that's coming up, and they don't have that. They thinking about money and they thinking about saying saving their little record and careers and shit, man. It's like no, get in there, and figure out if you the best of your era. He says I did not know H2O was until Johnny mentioned them. It was a joke. And yeah, I thought so too, but I didn't know they were calling them H2O. I mean, shit, some of these fighters I've done videos on and I done fucking forgot them, you know. And that was like years ago. And now here they go, finally popping up. He says Tiger nice, but he's been fighting bums too. Yeah, he's been slowly building himself up. He said Williams Zepeda, Williams Zepeda, he be getting it in, man. Williams Zepeda be fighting. Win or lose, he be fighting, bro. That's what I like about him. He get in the ring, saying he gonna fight, and that's what we need. He says I used to upload fight in the past, and it was always Don King Enterprise striking me. Don want that money. You gonna give Don his money. He said he gonna make you sign a contract, a blank contract. He said if these guys don't have a good Olympic background, he said they get paid peanuts coming out until they get the right promoter. That's true. And he said he got most of them classics from the 80s and the 90s. And he says, "Hey, I just caught the last Ken ride from that last dude Tiger watched in that last clip pool. So I just caught my last Ken ride from. I don't understand that, Johnny. What are you talking? He says the last Ken ride. You understand that, Tucson?
No, I think you gotta
Yeah.
keep going. I think he corrected, but I still don't
Oh,
understand it.
okay. Oh, he just caught my last cab ride. Oh, from that last dude, Tiger washed in his last clip pool. You call him a man, like, oh man, he fighting cab. Well, that's what they do at Top Rank.
And let
That's
me
what they
ask
do.
y'all a question: Virgil Ortiz or Tim Zoo coming up?
Ooh,
That's a good one.
hmm,
I want to see that fight. I think Timmy might catch him though.
hell
I
no,
think Timmy might get him. You don't think
hell
so?
no, hell no. Virgil Ortiz a beast, man.
He
I
is.
mean, he's a beast, bro. That's the last. He's holding Texas down. He's holding Dallas down right now.
It's
Um,
that jab. He got a mean jab
Man, he's strong, man.
and
He's strong,
strong,
just like
man.
Tim Zoo.
But
I
people
mean,
can't
just
stay away from that overhand right from Tim Zoo.
that's true.
Yeah,
That's true. And you know what? Virgil Ortiz do get clipped. He do
he
get
does.
clipped. We saw him with Green Machine, Green Machine dropped his ass, man. I was like,
Mean Machine.
whoa. But he been working on his defense, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? So, because he was talking about fighting Crawford before that. Then after he got clipped, you heard all that shit went out the window. That nigga, he couldn't even make 147 no more. So,
Yeah, but
so, you know, hmm
credit to Mean Machine. I watched that fight. I studied that fight because, like I said, the jab it made a big difference. But he gets Mean Machine can crack, and he's very very smart. He's a very smart fighter. When he heard
hmm
Virgil, he heard him countering a body shot, a liver shot. He countered him with a right uppercut. Same time, great timing, good pop, man. Yeah, no, Virgil showed a lot of
grit.
he showed he was great, right? He showed a lot of grit in that fight too.
But
Yeah.
when you hurt Virgil Ortiz, what happened when you hurt Virgil Ortiz? That
He gonna
motherfucker
throw.
get that motherfucker get mad. He coming.
Yep, he gonna throw back. He throwing.
He
He
cut.
gonna he gonna wait on you to throw just so he can throw with you. Yeah,
He
I'm
going and
ready to
he
see
going to
him
that.
in.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I was saying I want to see him in boots get it on at 54.
Man, they ain't trying to fuck. Nobody trying to fuck with Boots. When they look at Boots, they looking at a grandmaster. You know what I'm saying? They look at him like he's a phenom. And it's gonna take a while for people to beat Boots, man. Boots is just he on another level right now. He eating boxing, eating and breathing boxing
He
right
has
now.
that Terrence Crawford effect to where he doesn't have a lot of money behind him, but he's just so talented, so dangerous, and so like he's he got every foot and every toe in the game. So it's gonna be hard to beat that kid.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so. And it's gonna take somebody in their prime. I was thinking Gary Russell was gonna move up maybe and because he beat him in the amateurs and what I'm saying, but Booston got way better than that old amateur fight.
yeah,
So and he done got bigger. What I'm saying, he's in his bag right now, so it's gonna be hard for Gary with his style. What I'm saying, to come up and give him any trouble. You know, he
yeah,
says. He says. Jonathan Park says being a pro boxer can be expensive if you have no promoter paying your expenses. True, true. And you're not gonna get any fights. What I'm saying, if you don't have a promoter. He says, I really, really like Floyd. Him and his dad seem like real ones. Them boys are tragic. Them boys are tragic as hell. Boy, they toxic. When you talking about toxic, boy, you watch they family. The only person who seemed like, Roger was toxic as hell too, but he was low key with his, you know. He said, they push the ones they want to push. Yes, yes, sir. That's true. He says, I say he takes on winner of Boots and Crawley. And you know how that gonna go, because he gonna beat the shit out of Crawley. Crawley ain't got shit for Boots. Nothing. He said exactly. He said undefeated, don't matter. We just need everybody to fight each other, and people need to understand that. Boxing fans need to get out of these fighters' ass, and say just enjoy the sport. What I'm saying, you could root for somebody, but what I'm saying, don't be don't go all out, with the fanboy shit, thinking that fighter shouldn't be challenged and shit like that. I want to see him fight everybody. I want to see Errol Spence Jr. fight everybody. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't do that, then I'll be pissed with him. What I'm saying, he's got Virgil the edge. He said I got to give Virgil the edge due to his body attack. Zoo doesn't attack the body much. He always try to catch you with that old fucking overhand right. Yeah, this should be slow, but
I'm
get
like,
it
why
connect.
people don't see that coming? I don't understand.
I say the same thing too, sis. I be like, bro, when he fought Ocampo, I said, nah, Campo is a smart boxer. Now, I said that right hand is coming, and that shit whacked his ass and had him goofy in the ring. I was like, bro. Now,
yeah,
if you anybody that watched Tim Zoo know all he got is that right hand, and he's coming
They
to bum
can't
rush
stay
you.
away from it. They can't stay away from it.
I mean, it
Maybe
ain't
it's
like
just
he
something we're
hide it.
not seeing. It's
yeah. He
something we're
does
not
it.
seeing.
He does a good job of setting it up though.
Really?
Yeah.
You think so? I
Yeah.
mean, I be seeing it coming from a mile away. I said, shit, that's
hmm
his major weapon. I'm like, shit, the right coming, bro. You know that? Just like everybody know that Deontay Wilder right is coming. It'd be the same shit. It don't be
Yeah.
particularly fast. He catch him over the top. And that'd be it, man. I'm like, damn, like how does that happen? You know? You're not supposed to be able to load up on a fight on a boxer. Most boxers be gone by the time you load up. Tim Zoo, they just get
Yeah.
stuck. That nigga control time or something. That nigga freeze your ass, and you know what I'm saying. That nigga he time
Yeah.
skip on your ass and shit. You know what I'm saying. You knock
Yeah.
your ass out. He's at 100%. But y'all, that's pretty much y'all. I got to do this damn homework. Let me see. He said I was talking about Floyd Schofield, okay, and his dad put okay, not okay. Even though I would really like to meet Senior. Yeah, Senior. I think he got dementia or something like that. Um, you know, he killed me when he was wearing them braids around that bald head, around the bald spot. Oh my God, bro, that nigga was looking straight predator. I was like, oh my God, bro, what the hell's going on here? He said shit be slow motion. He said he be what um. Co-
Cocking
uh,
it back.
cocking it back to yeah, that's what I'm saying. Crack cash crystal. I'm like, bro, come on, how they getting hit with that shit? I don't know. I don't know. You know, sometimes I be watching boxing. I don't know what the hell. You know, I was
He
like, I
doesn't fight
need.
any movers though as well. So
Yeah, he
Yeah,
don't
that's
fight no movers. That's true.
Tony
and
was
you
in the
know Virgil.
grass.
Virgil, that's perfect for him because he don't move
Right.
like that. Virgil don't move like that, so it should be a good one. Plus, both of the fighters like to go forward. You know.
Yeah.
Even the remix says that's why it's so hard to believe Tim Zoo. He looks so basic, you know. Yeah, sometimes the fundamentals, you know, you practice a jab 1,000 times, you know what I'm saying? That's all you need for some fighters. You know, certain fight, you know, some
Spits.
right, you know. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know. He says, Jonathan said, everybody who knows me know I can't stand Crawford. With that said, I don't know who would beat him in boots anymore. None of them stay active. I said that a million times in my last year. I got so tired of saying that. You know, they're just not active enough. And that's why they're not taking care of the skills, they're not taking care of the bodies. And the fighters who do that, they are winning right now. You know what I'm saying? The fighters that are disciplined and lead the fighter lifestyle, they winning. You know, the guys who out there drinking and partying and, you know, fucking hoes and all this shit and buying cars and, you know what I'm saying, stay out there late, not sleeping, not doing living the lifestyle, they losing, you know. So if you can't stay disciplined in boxing, you know, that's what's gonna happen to you. But y'all, that's all pretty much all I got. I gotta get to this damn stuff I gotta do. And I
All
said, I
right,
see you
Paul.
guys. All right, y'all. See you guys in the next one, man. Peace out, y'all.
Peace out.
Salute, bro.
All right, salute, y'all.